Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swampy Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anahuac Sports Live, where we're at Cougar Stadium in Buna, Texas, on this kind of a windy, brisk night. It's about in the low 70s at the moment, and it's probably going to get cooler as we go along. But we're ready for Friday Night Lights and Week 9 of Texas high school football. And joined with me tonight is Anahuac Panther fan and avid Anahuac Sports Live fan, Kevin Kelly. Kevin, thanks for joining us tonight.
Very avid, Trent. Thanks for having me tonight.
Absolutely. And shout out to Alex Aldrum, who is under the weather with the flu. I'm sure he's watching tonight, and hope you get to feeling better soon, Alex. But talking about last week, the Anahuac Panthers beating the East Chambers Buccaneers for the first time since 2016 in the 2022 Swamp Bowl, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. I think that 2022 Swamp Bowl was a much-needed victory for bringing up for the Anahuac town itself and the Panther team. It's just good to get that W behind us.
Well, it definitely is, and it was a win that these seniors definitely wanted. You can tell it on the field, but not just the seniors, but just as the town, the players, the coaches as a whole, just to get that stigma off of their back and to beat the Bucs, and that win puts the Panthers comfortably in second place in District 10 3A Division I, and it also secures a playoff berth for the fourth year in a row under head coach Greg Neese.
That's good, yes sir.
But as looking forward, I mean, we've got this week against Buna, we got a bye week next week, and then we got Tarkington, our last game of the year, going into bye district. And looking at the playoff picture as it stands currently, if the season were to end today, and this is, granted, a lot of things are going to change, especially in District 12 and District 11. Those districts with Columbus, Franklin, kind of those high-powered teams that, you see number 6 Columbus currently, number 1 Franklin. We're definitely keeping an eye on those. But as far as 10-3A and 9-3A are concerned, some things could change in 9-3A, but 10-3A looks like it's shaping up to be Orangefield, who is in the driver's seat, Anahuac sitting comfortably in second, East Chambers in third, and Buna looking to squeak into the playoffs once again this year. But if you look on your screen, if the season were to end today, we'd be facing a Palestine Westwood team in the bi-district round. Like I said, some things could change there. Most likely, with the Cold Spring playing Diboll tonight, Diboll's in first place over there in that district. Most likely, you never know what's going to happen, but Cold Spring most likely is going to lose that game and put them in fourth place, and we'll be seeing the way it sits on our screen where Orangefield plays them, and we'll be playing Palestine.
Yeah, and that's the thing, getting closer to the end of the regular season, you start looking at these teams that you haven't really kept up with through this season. Now start to kind of scout and look and see what this Palestine team and see what these other teams are all about, kind of see what kind of competition we're coming up to. Right,
and we do especially keep a closer eye on 9-3A since that's the district that we normally play in the second round. We played Crockett, we played we played Crockett twice in the first 2 years of Nice's tenure, and then we played Cold Spring last year and faced the very good Columbus Cardinal team in the area round last year, where the Panthers came up short. And I believe that the Panthers haven't won an area playoff game since 1998.
98. Wow.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
But looking at, the Panthers offense last week, they definitely, looked really good, especially on the ground. Landon Corbett kind of having a bounce-back game. Struggled with a couple of injuries early, only, had to miss out a couple of games. And his numbers haven't been quite what we've normally seen in the past. But let's talk about him first, Kevin.
Yeah.
105 rushes, 600, excuse me. It's small on my screen. 693 yards. He's averaging just over 6.5 yards a carry, 12 touchdowns. And he's also got 14 catches for 261 yards.
Yeah, Landon's coming off the ball good. I mean, we know he's had some injuries this season, and he's coach trying to keep him fresh because he knows what kind of power he can put with the team. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on Landon, making sure he's good to go for the next round.
Definitely that, and we want Landon to make sure that he is definitely good for when it comes to the playoffs. And when it comes to the playoffs, there's no one more pivotal than the freshman quarterback Brady Berrier.
Wow, Brady Berrier.
Well, you can't ask more out of this young man. He's got such an athletic talent. 117 completions out of 189 attempts, 1,838 yards, and we're still got 2 games to go. He's averaging just over 200 yards passing per game, so he's going to have over 2,000 yards by the time that this season ends. And going into the playoffs. Right now, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 of them coming last week. He came into the Swamp Bowl having only 1 interception. I talked about it last week where, there's so much hype around, playing East Chambers. You kind of get excited, and there was a couple of times where he forced the ball.
Well, yeah, I just know Brady Berrier. I mean, he's a good, disciplined kid. I love watching him out there. He's very young, got a lot of growing to do, and he's a gunslinger, man. He's going to throw the ball over the field, and interceptions are going to happen. He's young, but he's going to learn from it, definitely.
Well, I've definitely been impressed with him, especially with only 1 interception coming in the last game. Like I said, mistakes are going to happen, but his quarterback rating going down about 3 points. He's about 120. He's at 117, but still a great number for a freshman quarterback in Texas high school football.
Excellent.
And then talking about some of his favorite receivers, we'll go to actually, let's talk about Thomas Dello first. Thomas had a pretty much a banner game last game. He's a downhill runner.
Downhill.
If you're in a short yardage situation where you need 4 to 6 yards, he is the go-to.
Correct.
And so, but those stats don't jump off the screen. But right now, 54 rushes, 335 yards, and he's averaging just over 6 yards a carry and has 4 touchdowns. And he also had 2 2-point conversions last week.
Yeah, Thomas, that kid right there, he's just brute. He's downhill. He's coming up the middle. I mean, this is a lot for that kid. He's been doing a lot for us this year, so we're proud of him for sure.
Definitely. And then getting to the receivers, actually tight end, sophomore tight end, Quandre Coates. And, he's been a topic of conversation each and every week as we go forward. But 38 receptions, 494 yards, and he's got 9 touchdowns, averaging just almost 14 yards per reception.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm proud of Quandre. He's growing. He's doing better and better every day. I mean, we coach him as a AYSO,
right.
From where he is now. I mean, I'm just so proud of that kid, man. He's doing great.
Well, we always knew that he was going to be something special.
Oh, yeah.
And when we were coaching him as a young player growing up, we knew that, he had the ability, he had the talent. He's really coming into his own this year, and he's only going to get better as the years come up.
Yeah, he is. And them hands got a lot better, too.
Definitely did. That's something that he's been working on. Despite the strip fumble that he had last week, he's definitely made a huge impact on the Panther offense.
Yeah, he's a valuable asset to the team, and we're glad to have him for sure.
Definitely is. And then there's another sophomore, Talon Cunningham.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what a job that this kid has done. Just making spectacular catches, in being the deep threat and one of Brady's favorite targets on the outside. I mean, he's got 19 receptions, 411 yards, and when you look at that, you're like, well, that's not a whole lot of yards, but look at it as yards per reception.
Exactly.
21 and a half.
He's the deep threat.
Yeah, 21 and a half yards per reception. I mean, I've been very impressed of how he's able to just to turn around and have the awareness on the field and where the ball is and get his body turned toward that football and come down with it.
Yeah, and Talon, one thing about him too, man, he is fearless. He will run across midfield and just open himself up for the hit, but he's going to catch it if it hits his hands. He's got a pretty good set of hands on that ball right there.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the defense and what the Buna Cougars have in store for the Anahuac Panthers. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We are going to be live video feed here on YouTube, so don't be scared that we're going to be audio only. We're going to have the live video feed for you, so head over to our Facebook page, share the YouTube link if you would, please. Spread the word around that we are going to be having all of the Friday Night Light action here on Anahuac Sports Live. There it is. Had to find it. Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Title Services Incorporated pregame show. Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly, and Terry Fortenberry here live from Cougar Stadium in Buna, Texas, as we get set for another district matchup. That is, every district game at this point, Kevin, is important.
That's right. Getting towards the end of the season, we want to make every second on the clock count. We're getting down to the wire. Let's go.
Definitely that as we get closer and closer to the Texas high school football playoffs. Let's talk about a little bit about the defense. Kind of an, what Alex Outram has been saying week in and week out, kind of an unheralded group that, has been coming up in a big way over the last few weeks. The Panther defense did a great job last week against the Bucks, especially containing Jacoby Peralt.
They sure did, yeah, and they were just doing the best they can. They were out there gritty and trying to stop plays and stop runs. Anahuac defense has really stepped up this week.
Well, if you look at the defensive stats, it all starts with the leader on the field, Presley Mouton, who has 26 tackles, 1 touchdown, and a sack. Garrett Dye also doing big things on the field, 47 tackles, and 3 tackles for a loss and also 3 sacks. Brooks Henneke sitting comfortably with 30 tackles and his 5 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. Hadn't really seen Brooks get in on the interception action over the last few weeks, but I've seen him break up a few passes. So he's definitely always a threat in the secondary.
Oh, well, they're scouting him too. They're watching that film on him. Brooks is out there. They know. Look for number 9.
Yeah, they are. And Javion West, coming off one of his best games that we've seen last week, had 3 interceptions in the game against the Bucks, 44 tackles, 6 interceptions on the year, and 7 tackles for a loss. What a game he had last week.
Oh, well, he's a senior, if I believe, right? I think he is, if I'm not mistaken. But, if he's not, I know he was hungry to
he's a junior.
He's a junior, okay.
He's a junior.
Well, he's been through the pain for the past 3 years. He's ready to get that EC behind him.
Definitely has. And but he had a great week last week. And then you talk about, the sophomore, your son, Tyler Kelly, leading the defense with 57 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, and 2 sacks. He's just flying all over the field, Kevin.
Yeah, and, the work was put in the offseason, and Coach Stewart with his linebackers has done a real good job, man, and he's given Tyler a little bit of leeway and seen what he's got. So far they've been doing pretty good. Him and Bryson Campbell's been linebackers, and they've been doing really great this season.
Right, and we talked about, Bryson Campbell, his name came up quite a bit last week as well, and he also had a banner game against East Chambers, and he wanted it, you could tell. Also a senior on the field is leader Kai Till with 44 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, and another forced fumble, and 3 tackles for a loss. Not the numbers that we saw from Kai last season, but I think that Kai has pretty much settled in as the leader opposite of Presley on that defense.
Yeah, and I agree. And Kai in the backfield, in free safety position, I call him the finisher.
Right.
If somebody can get through the line and get through the linebackers, that's where Kai's at. And he does good about running down the ball and attacking.
Right. And talking about the Buna Cougars for a little bit, 2-5 so far in 2022, losing to East Chambers in Week 7. They had a bye last week, but that game went it was 27-42, East Chambers over Buna. And, Buna is also looking to get into the playoffs, as I mentioned earlier, squeaking in last season with a 2-8 record. And, it was a first year for Gary Kinney. He had a very young team, but with 15 starters returning, the Cougars are much improved this year, especially in their running attack, and we'll talk about their running back here in a little bit. And I would not be doing my job, Kevin, if I didn't bring up the fact of the adversity that the Buna Cougars have faced so far this year and the resignment of former athletic director and head coach Gary Kinney, who was replaced in Week 3 by now interim, well, I think he's now officially the athletic director and head coach, Kevin Terrier. So the Cougars have, they've had to overcome a lot, but they're really settling into the spread offense that Kenny brought in last year, and they're not a bad football team at all.
Oh, no, not at all. And we've been watching them throughout the year, just kind of looking towards the playing this game, and we see the effect that they have in other teams. I mean, they're doing good this year for the most part, and I understand the AD change and the head coach change. That's got to be a big impact for the boys out there and getting everything lined out,
Well, it does. It plays games with your mind. I mean, and you've got to have a lot of mental toughness to overcome things like that. But, number 2 junior running back, Jacob Johnson. This is the player to watch tonight. He's not the biggest player on the field, but he is super quick. He's elusive. He ran 35 times against East Chambers for 284 yards.
Wow.
That is just an amazing
wow,
number.
Yeah.
And like I said, they run a spread offense. They don't pass a ton, but because they hand off the ball out of the shotgun quite a bit to Johnson. But their deep threat is, or at least it was against East Chambers, with number 14 senior wide receiver Carson Condos. He had 2 catches for 61 yards against EC, so both of those catches were for big yardage. But on the other side of the football, the real big threat is 2-time All-District player, number 6 senior linebacker Cale Knox, and also number 44 senior defensive tackle Isaiah Robinson, who had 9 sacks and 35 tackles for a loss in 2021.
Wow, that's some good numbers right there.
Definitely is.
Yep, sure is.
And as far as their offense goes, like I said, they run a spread offense. The Anahuac Panther defense is used to that kind of offense. But we've also seen the Anahuac Panther defense kind of struggle against the run. We saw it against Orangefield. We saw it when Peralt was scrambling around and trying to make plays, which, with that kind of athlete, you always got to be watching for him. But as far as this run attack from Buna, Kevin, what do you think that the Panther defense has made adjustments since the Orangefield game?
Well, in the Orangefield game, I did notice that they ran a hurry-up offense, kind of like how Newton did. So they're quick out of the huddle, quick to the ball, quick to snap. So, I mean, this defense has got to, instead of necessarily just reading guards, read the linebacker, and running backs as well, and this got to be a real quick, on the ball, get ready, get down, get set, because they're feeding the football. You got to just get ready to go,
Well, I mean, Johnson, he hits the holes really well. And up front, Buna's got some beef, and especially on the defense. They run a 5-2. And, they've got some big guys up front defensively. And, I'm not quite sure what I wasn't able to look at as much practice footage out of the Anahuac Panthers this week, so I'm not quite sure what the Panthers are going to try and do against this Buna defense. But, they close the gap pretty easily, and they cover the run fairly well. So I'm thinking the passing game for the Panthers tonight is probably going to be a big part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just keeping Brady, giving him some time back there to find a receiver, But the defense coming in hot, man. There's some big boys over there. I saw them working out the pregame, and there's some grown boys down there.
Yep, definitely so. Well, we're going to take one more break, and when we come back, the teams will be on the field, and we will have the playing of our national anthem. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we will be live. We will have video feed right here on YouTube, free of charge, as always, on Anahuac Sports Live. So be sure to spread the word that that's what we're doing here tonight. And we'll be back right here with the Title Services Incorporated pregame show right after this on ASL.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist,
Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Capital Farm Credit. Community Christian Fellowship Church. Chambers County Abstract Company. Coastal Field Services LLC. Four Corner Tires. Gator Garage. Jerry Seafood Incorporated. Julia Luna Real Estate. KMAX Services. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm. Rebecca Lynn Photography. Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm. Third Coast Martial Arts. The Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot. Swanky Insurance Agency. Title Services Incorporated. Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging. Turan Lawn Care. Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Title Services Incorporated pregame show. Trent Hart here with Kevin Kelly and Terry Fortenberry to bring you all of the action here in Buna, Texas at Cougar Stadium, as we're going to go down to the field for the playing of our national anthem.
Sophomore and is involved in student council, UIL, BHS fishing, team, football, basketball, baseball, CIA, and an active member in First Baptist Church youth group. Please remain standing after our student-led prayer for the national anthem, played by Katie Hillen.
Pray with me, please. Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to play this wonderful game called football. I hope you keep the players safe on the field and that they show good sportsmanship to one another, and for the fans show good sportsmanship when they are cheering on their team. In your name we pray. Amen.
Raising the flag of the United States of America tonight are proud members of Buna FFA. Their President Elena Robichaud, Vice President Morgan Hilton, Treasurer Taylor Burdine, Student Advisor Dylan Nees, and Chaplain Trent White.
Rendition there by the trumpet player as the Anahuac Panthers take the field. Kind of a off night where the Pride of Anahuac Panther band got stuck in I-10 traffic. Still on their way, but they will be here tonight.
Hey, but you hear them cowbells, right, Trent? I mean,
Definitely.
we're hooping and hollering for them in the bleachers up here.
Well, it's a good showing by the Anahuac Panther fans to travel all the way up here to Buna. But, we're ready to get started down here as the Anahuac Panthers a little bit off of their normal routine.
Yeah.
They weren't quite on the field yet when the national anthem was taken, but that's not going to matter as it looks like they're focused to get the win here tonight and get on to their bye week.
Well, I love the white helmets and the white face masks they did this year.
Yeah, they definitely look sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't go with the white pants this week, which is perfectly all right. Definitely looking good. But the Panthers, as you can tell, in their white helmets, white jerseys, and black pants. The Buna Cougars in their white helmets, blue jerseys, and white pants. As the captains for the Panthers, number 72 is Jonathan Cooper. Number 55, that is, I don't know why I'm getting all this up. That is Presley Mouton. And number 7, Landon Corbett. And number 2, Robert Bailey. Captains for the Buna Cougars is number 1, Gavin Thoreau. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Looks like number 32, Franklin Renfro. I can't quite see the rest of the numbers yet, as we certainly have got the 50-yard line light pole right in the middle of our view. So I'll be griping about that all night, so everybody just might as well get ready.
I think they did that intentionally. Maybe Trent. I mean, we're right here in LA.
Definitely need to try and get the light poles moved from to behind these stands, if that wouldn't be too much trouble, being honesty. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The grass field here at Cougar Stadium, the second time the Panthers have had to play on grass. The last time they were in Kirbyville, didn't seem to bother them too much.
No, they didn't really bother them that much. I mean, but I don't know. Tyler told me, he said, Dad, I wouldn't you saw that dust in my face, whenever he hit the ground, but it's definitely changed from that turf.
Well, it is, and the playing on grass, and especially the dry conditions that Texas has been experiencing is different. So it looks like the Panthers have won the toss, and they have elected to receive.
Yep.
And so they've gotten back on their receiving streak that they were on last year. Only one time having to kick it off this year. And I believe that was against the Orangefield game, if I wasn't mistaken. If I can't,
You got a great memory, Trent.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, but hey, we want to get the ball first, man. We want to punch it downfield and put some points on the board, go and set the tone early in the game.
Definitely that.
I like to defer, though, in my little league team. But, hey, I'm all about it. Get the ball. Let's go score.
Well, that's the Panthers' MO, pretty much every game. Want to get the ball, go down the field early,
Right.
set the tone, get the points on the board, and make your opponent try to chase you the rest of the game. Want to thank Title Services Incorporated for sponsoring the pregame show. Title Services Incorporated, 409-267-1057, or you can go to Facebook and find them at Title Services, Inc. So KJ Moore, Landon Corbett, and Devin Wilson, or Camden Wilson.
Camden Wilson, yeah.
I don't know,
Okay.
they said Devin.
Yeah, I was kind of confused there.
That's Camden out there. They're 3 back deep. Set to kick for the Buna Cougars is Jackson Sylvester, number 21.
Looks like a defensive end out there kicking the ball.
So expect the pooch kick. If not, the onside. I wouldn't be surprised to see an onside starting off the game here, but we'll see what he does. So kick is away, kind of a short off the side of his foot, going to go out of bounds, and that will bring the flag.
Yep.
And the Panthers will get the ball, what I would think, at around the 35 after the penalty. Like I said, kind of hard to see where we're sitting. We're on the visitor side, kind of in a low area. So bear with us as we get the yardage correct. Line judge standing at the 25 where it went out of bounds. They will place the ball at the 30. And that's where the Panthers will start their first possession of the football game. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Barrier's going to start under center, trips to the far side. Going to go to Quandre Coates, and he's looking to pass. He's got Landon Corbett caught at the 40, and that will be enough to move the chains on the very first play. So great pass there. You don't see that very often. We haven't seen that play yet this year.
It started off. I like it.
Pitch, or the little side flick to Coates, and then back over here to Corbett. So now 2 backs. They're going to go to Delao. Delao's got a lot of room to run on the far side. He gets away across midfield into Buna territory, close to the 40.
Yeah, great run by Thomas right there, man. He was shoulders down, trucking.
A huge hole opened up there for Delao. He actually got down to the 41.
That's Coach Dell's O-line. He's been working hard with them guys. They've been doing pretty good so far.
They've improved every single week. So back under center is Barrier. Corbett and Delao in the backfield. Going to go to Delao again. Delao's looking for room run, shimmy and shakes a little bit. Going to get a gain of what looks like about 4 and bring up 2nd down and 6.
Back to the ball. Yeah.
Quickly back to the line. Under center again is Barrier. Going to pitch it to Corbett this time. Corbett looking for his blockers. Shakes 1 tackle, but able to fall forward for a gain of about 2. And that's what they'll give him. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4. So doing the opposite of what I thought, Kevin, as they were coming out with the run here early instead of the pass.
Yeah, the trick play right at the gun, I like it. Just kind of setting the tone there, kind of what we're all available, what we can do, you know. We can mix it up a little bit. I like it.
So ball at the Buna 35. From the pistol this time is going to be Barrier. Bailey to the near side. Cunningham in motion. Going to hand it off to Corbett up the middle. And it's going to be met immediately at the line. He's actually going to have a loss on the play. Loss of, I want to say he lost 2 on the play, which will bring up 4th down and 6. And I certainly don't expect Coach Greg Neese to be punting it away here.
Yeah, I don't think he will either. We're going for it.
The offense is staying on the field. Ball back at the Buna 38. 2 to the near side, shotgun for Barrier. Sends Corbett in motion. Looking to pass, sets his feet, throws over the middle, and just over the hands of Quandre Coates, and that will be a turnover on down for Anahuac's first possession. Buna will get the ball at their own 38.
Well, the defense right there on that series, Trey, I mean, they were stunting, they were blitzing, so we got to just maintain, and Anahuac's got to do their best about watching that blitz.
Well, these defense, you know that they've been watching the film. They know that we got a young quarterback, so they're going to try and blitz and try and put Barrier under pressure as much as they can to try to make him make a mistake. And the Anahuac Panthers are quickly on defense as the Buna Cougars come out for their first possession. Like I said, the spread offense, shotgun formation, as they'll hand it off up the middle to Johnson. And Johnson still on his feet, wrestling down, able to gain 3. I want to say 3.
Yeah, about 3.
And they'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And you'll see a lot of those plays tonight as they'll hand it off to Johnson a lot out of the shotgun. So shotgun once again. Going to pitch it to Don Johnson. The football is on the turf.
There you go.
And that is a live football. As Johnson able to get it back onto it. That's going to be a loss of 4.
Well, they got Landon Stevens there, number 35, with Buna, that senior. He's 6'6", 286 pounds. So they're going to try to stick on his back pocket and follow him where he goes. So we got to key in on that for sure for Anahuac.
Right, make it a loss of 4, bring up 3rd down and 12. As they'll fake the pitch to Johnson. Rolling right is as Robert Bailey in the backfield wrapping him up.
like Robert Bailey, and it was somebody helped him out there. Yeah, Preston Mouton.
Toby Mars is the quarterback. That's what I was searching for is the number. So Mars trying to scramble around, make something happen. Will bring up 4th down. A quick 3 and out for the Panther defense. So 4th and 20 will bring up the punt. There's a loss of 8 on the quarterback sack.
Got Talon Cunningham
Punt
back deep.
is away, and it is going to be a short punt inside the 50. Going to get a Buna bounce and roll across into Anahuac territory and touched finally at, I want to say, the 43 and a half. So 3 and out, so a good defensive start there for the Panthers. And the offense will try to get things moving and get their rhythm going here for their second possession.
All right, we got that first series out of the way. Here we go now.
So 1st and 10 from the 44. Barrier will come back under center. Delao and Corbett in the backfield. Fakes the pitch. Trying to look. He's under pressure. And I don't know if his hand was coming forward. The referee is coming in and saying that his hand was coming forward. So incomplete pass. Lucky for Barrier there as they were trying to put crazy pressure on him. The offensive line has got to do a much better job of protecting him if they want to try and get these passes going.
Hey, you know, I talked to Coach Dale on the way from the concession stand a while ago. He told me that they're going to be keying in on that O-line's got to step it up tonight because the Buna defense is stunting and they are blitzing hard tonight.
Yes, they are.
So
we saw it just there.
Got to keep pressure off of Brady.
So shotgun this time for Brady. 2 receivers to the far side. Coates to the near. Looking to passes. Barrier going to dump it over the middle to Corbett. Corbett's across the 50 to the 45 in the Buna territory. Picks up the first down, move the chains for the Panthers. So under pressure again, Brady was. Now bring up a gain of 12 for Corbett on the pass and catch.
Yeah, and Brady does good about it. Under pressure, though. He's still got a, for young as he is, he can find a receiver open real quick in a hurry.
Definitely has good awareness.
Good awareness, that's the word for it.
So under center now, Corbett the lone back. Going to hand it to him, looking for his blockers, and met immediately at the line is Corbett. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. Like I said, the defensive front for Buna is awful bulky. They close them gaps pretty good.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Barrier coming in from the sideline for the call from Coach Neese. Ball is at the 46-yard line of the Cougars. 3 wide, pistol formation for Barrier. Barrier looking to pass. Looks left, rolling right now. Trying to get rid of the football. He doesn't, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss. Still on his feet, but the play was blown dead.
I didn't see his knee touch.
The play was blown dead kind of quickly, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That is going to be a sack and a huge loss of 16 yards, which will bring up 3rd down and 26.
Let's see what Coach Deese goes with here on this one.
Well, you kind of got to go deeper. They're going to try and get the screen pass here to our side of the football field. That's what I'm expecting. Cunningham to the near side, trips to the far. Sends Corbett in motion, fakes it to him, gets rid of the football over the middle, and he's got Coates. Coates has got some room to run. He's got the first down and then some, and he's still on his feet and gets inside of the 25, finally brought down at the 22. That will be a gain of 10, 20, 30, 35, 30, 38 yards. Pass and catch to Coates. We got an official timeout on the field, and we will take it with them. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. 4:58 remaining here in the first quarter at Cougar Stadium, where we are tied up at 0.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly, and Terry Fortenberry back here at Cougar Stadium, right here on Anahuac Sports Live, where we are still at 0 for both teams. 4:58 remaining in the first quarter, as the Anahuac Panther band just arrives trying to get here off the wreck of I-10, so glad that they got here safely.
We ready for them.
Definitely. 1st and 10 after the 38-yard passing catch from Barrier to Quandre Coates, setting up the screen to the far side. This time he's going to come under center with Corbett, the lone back. 3 wide. Giving it to Corbett. Corbett going straight up the middle. He's got a little bit more blockers this time, and he's going to gain 9. It's either 9 or 8, or he may have gotten the first down.
Close.
Looking for it. That is a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1 for the Panthers. Single back formation again for the Panthers. Going to fake it to Corbett. The end around to Coates. Coates has got a blocker in front of him. Cuts it back inside. He's got the first down close to the goal line. And he is tackled at what looks like the 1 or 2 yard line. That will be a gain of 8. As it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers. Timeout going to be called by the Panthers. That will be their first. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back here on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
.408 remaining here in the first quarter, where the Anahuac Panthers are knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the Buna 2 after the great run by Quandre Coates to get them in close to the goal line. Single back, 2 wide for Barrier. Barrier going to hand it off to Corbett. Corbett lowers his shoulder, gets
Pushing
inside
through.
the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
All right. I love watching some Landon Corbett, man. He runs the ball hard. He's downhill. He's a singer. He ain't leaving nothing. He's leaving it all on the field.
Swinging gate formation. As we see if the Panthers try to go for 2 here. Looks like they're going to come back into the field goal position. As Cabrera will attempt the point after. Kick is up through the uprights and true.
Beautiful.
Extra point is good. So the Anahuac Panthers finally getting able to get a rhythm on their 2nd possession of the football game with 4:02 remaining in the first quarter. It is the Anahuac Panthers 7, Buna Cougars nothing on your Porter's Processing scoreboard. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly back here at Cougar Stadium, where the Anahuac Panthers have went up on Buna 7-0 with 4:02 remaining in the first quarter. as the Panthers were able to finally get a rhythm there in their second possession. Kick is up, end over end, kind of short, fielded and muffed, as trying to make something out of nothing is number 20, Kevin Cheatham on the return for the Buna Cougars. And as you said, brought down by a host of white jerseys for Anahuac, but impressed that he was able to get as far as he did on that. Ball is going to be placed at the 33. At least I think it's the 33.
I think it's close. That's it.
Yep, I got it. It's amazing how it's harder to tell where they're at on the opposite side of the field, especially with a power pole right in front of you.
Thanks, Buna.
Shotgun formation. Johnson is actually back there. He's going to keep it himself, looking for room up the middle, and quickly gets 6 yards.
Jonathan Cooper and Garrett down to tackle.
Make it 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Now, gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Alex, if you're keeping up with the stats for me, if you're watching. Let's go with the last number. How about that? Pistol this time. Going to hand it off to Johnson up the middle. He's met quickly this time. They'll give him a gain of 1. That's Robert Bailey in on the tackle. And they did indeed give him 1. 3rd down and 3. Three minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Ball at the Buna 40. Pass this time over to the far side, and it's caught, but met immediately.
Kyle
and Kyle making the great tackle as the target was Garrison Connell. So Marsh, for their first pass tonight, they're going to give him a yard on it, and it'll be 4th and short.
I'll tell you what, good awareness and getting to the ball right there with Kyle. He was pretty quick to respond. He's reading the ball on that one for sure.
Buna definitely going forward here. There is a timeout on the field. Waiting to see who. There's an official timeout maybe. I didn't see any flags on the play, but they're going to talk about it anyway. As maybe they're talking about the placement of the football.
That's what they're talking about. I think we're questioning the placement.
So still 4th down and 1 for the Cougars. As I peek around the pole, ball is at the Buna 42. A little bit of confusion on the sideline. Clock continues to run, approaching 2 minutes in the first quarter. So under center this time is Marsh. He's going to pitch it to Johnson. Johnson has quickly got the first down. And he got across the 45 to the 46. That will move the chains. First down, Buna. So gain of, I want to say 5.
About 5 yards
for Johnson. As Buna quickly back to the line. Marsh looking to pass this time, looking to his left, over the middle. Ooh, in and out of the hands of his intended target, number 7, Caden Dill. So second pass attempt is incomplete. As you hear the pride of Anahuac starting to warm up here. Marsh looking to pass again, looking left, under pressure, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss, as there was plenty of white jerseys back there trying to see who it was exactly. Looks like Tyler Kelly was one of them. Garrett Dye is another. That's going to be a loss of, I want to say 12. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 22 at least.
Yeah, what a explosive play right there by the Anahuac defense.
Well, they actually blew it dead earlier.
Okay.
Not sure. Trying to. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know, Trent.
They marked it at the original line of scrimmage. They're showing it 3rd down and 10. I'm not sure about that, Kevin. Back to pass is Marsh. He's under pressure once again. Gets rid of it. Throws the football away. It falls incomplete as Jonathan Cooper gets in the backfield to cause the disruption. And 4th down and 10 is coming. Not 4th and 109 as I got shown on the screen.
I'll tell you what, man, what an athlete right there. Jonathan Cooper going both ways, still being able to, he'll do that the whole game.
I'm still confused on the last
I just
play.
Put it behind me, I guess.
This official crew is kind of blowing the play dead a little quickly, but we saw it on the Anahuac side and we saw it on the Buna side, so they're doing it both ways as the Buna Cougars are going to set to punt it away for their 2nd time tonight. Punt is away. A little bit better kick this time as it's high. Fair caught at the 25 by Cunningham.
Talon Cunningham got his yellow gloves on tonight.
That's where the Panthers will start their 3rd possession. 1:02 remaining here in the 1st quarter. As the Panther offense looking to cause some separation here. It's actually placed at the 26. So 1st and 10 from the Anahuac 26. Barrier will be coming back under center. As I'm trying to see if that is not Corbett in the backfield.
That's Camden.
That's Camden Wilson. There's going to be set up a screen. There's a flag on the play, which I believe is going to be going against the Panthers. Pass was completed for a gain of about maybe 3 or 4, but with the flag, and it's going to be against the Buna Cougars offsides.
We'll take it.
So ball is going to be placed at the 31. So they're going to take the result of the play. Gain of 5 for the pass and catch. It's going to, well, they did take it. It's going to remain 1st down. It'll be 1st down and 5. 3 wide out of the pistol for Barrier. Looking to throw. Throws it up, kind of a fade pass to Cunningham, and Cunningham not able to get around in time over the head. Falls incomplete, 2nd down and 5.
And that just shows you the trust that Brady has in Cunningham. I mean, he was guarded pretty heavy, but Brady, he ain't afraid. He'll throw it up there.
Well, pretty much under triple coverage there was Cunningham. And, like I said, the Buna Cougars know, after watching some of this tape of what Cunningham is capable of.
Good to see Greg Neese back on the sidelines again.
Definitely is. Was a little bit under the weather. Had to be in the box for a week. Now back on there.
Oh, yeah.
2 wide, Barrier under center, 2 backs, Corbett and Camden Wilson. Going to hand off to Wilson. Wilson hits the first hole hard. Going to be able to gain a couple. Bring up 3rd down and 3. So giving Della-O a little breather as Camden Wilson getting a little time in the backfield. Shotgun formation this time, 2 wide. Wilson to his right and Corbett to his left. Quick throw to Bailey. Bailey's got the 1st down and brought down out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Wait, sorry, the 38.
Yeah, that was good time awareness right now, letting Bailey catch the ball, hurry up, get out of bounds, try to get one more play in before the 2nd quarter.
Well, 6 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. As the Pride of Anahuac kind of drowning us out, but that's a good sound to hear.
Yeah, good old Friday night goosebumps right there when I hear the band playing.
And they're definitely doing a great job. Heading to the area band competition tomorrow in Nacogdoches. Going to be playing at Stephen F. Austin University. We will be there live tomorrow on Facebook. So be tuning in to our Facebook page for whenever the band plays tomorrow for their area competition. Shotgun, Barrier is going to fake the throw, hand it off up the middle to Corbett. Corbett's going to fight his way forward to close to the 40. As that sound is the end of the first quarter, that's where the ball is going to be placed. So a gain of 3 for Corbett. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7 when we come back for the second quarter. But we'll be back here shortly after these messages on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at TrinityBayRVLodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774. Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
And I want to remind everybody you can donate to Anahuac Sports Live and get a special shout out live on the air. All you got to do is go to Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, CashApp $sign Anahuac Sports Live, or PayPal. Use the QR code on your screen or the link in the description of the video below. Start of the second quarter, going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers, going the other way this time, left to right. As the Buna defense has done a pretty good job so far of containing this Panther offense. As pistol formation for Barrier. Barrier is going to fake the handoff to Corbett, rolling to his left, gets away from one, kind of as a shovel pass, and the ball is on the ground and going to be recovered by the Cougars, I believe. Waiting for the call. Nope, Jonathan Cooper able to lay down on it and recover it, but it is going to be a loss of 5 as 3rd down and 13.
Yes, that outside blitz, like I was talking about, they're blitzing hard tonight. We've got to pick that up on the O-line.
Definitely do. I mean, they're going to do a little bit better job of protecting Barrier so that he can set his feet and try to find a target. And when you're blitzing that many kids at one time, there's got to be an open target, so he's got to find it. But you got to protect him a little bit better than they have so far.
Got to give him at least 3 seconds.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 13. Barry looking to pass again. He gets it off to Cunningham. Hook and ladder to Corbett. Corbett's got quite a bit of room on the sideline. Tries to stiff arm the man into Buna territory, out of bounds at the 39. Or at the 34, excuse me.
Be careful, lady.
So a 35-yard hook and ladder play.
I love it.
From Cunningham to Corbett. Seen the Panthers use that play very effectively this year so far. As a timeout's going to be called on the field. That'll be Anahuac's 2nd timeout of the first half. 10:57 remaining in the first half, and we'll take another break, but we'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. .57 remaining in the first half. Anahuac with 1 timeout remaining. As they had to think about it there after the hook and ladder play from Cunningham to Corbett that went 35 yards to get into Buna territory. 1st down and 10 from the Buna 35. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know how the audio is on your end in the chat, if you would, please. I know there's a lot going on with the band, and we're really close to the action tonight, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're right on top of them.
Brady Barrier looking to pass, dumps it off to Coates. Coates tries to get away from one tackle. He does. He's got a little bit of room to run, and he's got the first down and then some. Still on his feet and knocked down inside the 10 at what looks like the 8-yard line.
Yeah, excellent play right there. I tell you what, I give props right there to number 7 too. He was on that block. He stayed to the whistle.
So 22-yard pass and catch from Barrier to Coates. As pitched this time to Corbett. Corbett looking for some blockers. He's still on his feet. Goes inside the 5, falls forward.
There it is.
Second down and goal. So he gets down to the 4-yard line, so 4-yard gain there for Corbett.
Looks like I got Camden Wilson back in there.
So pistol this time for the Panthers. Going to give it to Corbett. Corbett looking to lower his shoulder inside, looking for the touchdown, and it is. Landon Corbett from 4 yards out gets it in for the Anahuac Panthers.
We warmed up now, Trent.
They definitely found a little bit more of a rhythm here after that first possession. Swinging gate for the Panthers once again. Going back to the field goal formation as Cabrera will look for his extra point. Snap is down, kick is up. It is through and true. So with 10:01 remaining in the first half, the Anahuac Panthers have been able to break it open a little bit here. Kind of a slow start, but 14-0 on your Porter's Processing scoreboard. We'll be back for the kickoff to Buna right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 and visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Kick is away, fielded at the 25. As he is trying to fight, gets away from a couple, and he's got quite a bit of green over here to the near side. Unless Till catches him, run behind. Ooh, but a big return there by number 9 for the Cougars, and that is Evan Whitehead for the big return. And fortunately for the Panthers, Kai Till able to catch up to him and bring him down.
Yeah, that was everybody to the ball with nobody on the other side, backside containing on that one right there. But we're good. Good run on Buna's end. Got to give it to him.
So almost a 50-yard return. And Buna's going to start out with their best field position as flags that are coming out. I think there's going to be some personal foul things going on.
Yeah, come on, guys.
And we talk about penalties for the Panthers last week with over almost 80 yards worth. And it's been a struggle for them to get those useless penalties.
Yeah, right. I agree with you 100%.
So it's going to be a personal foul. And it's going to be 15 more yards added on to the end of that play, which will put Buna into the red zone. We'll see where they place it. Looks like the 12. So first down and 10 from the 12 of the Panthers. As a careless penalty kind of cost them after the big return. Buna looking to capitalize.
Marsh out of the pistol, going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson kind of shimmies and shakes. Another flag comes flowing in from the back.
Looks like Garrett Dye on the tackle.
And it looks like in the vicinity of holding. And it is a holding call against Buna. And it'll bring up first down and 20. So getting a few of the yards back from the personal foul call. First down and 20 from the 32.
I guess it's kind of hard to read. Let's see.
Marsh looking to pass this time. Sets his feet, jumps into the pocket, under pressure, gets rid of it in the end zone, in and out of the hands of his intended target, Garrison Connell.
The pass was there.
It was. He just couldn't haul it in.
Just couldn't haul it in. We'll take it.
So good job by Marsh getting away from the pressure and avoiding the sack. 9:29 now remaining in the first quarter or first half. Second down and 20 from the 22. Shotgun once again, 3 wide. Marsh gets rid of it to the near side, caught inside the 5 and brought down. Bring up first and goal for the Cougars. So Carson Condos, the big player from the East Chambers game, getting in on the action as the Buna Cougars are getting close to putting their first points on the board of the ball game. Clock continuing to run, approaching 9 minutes now. Same formation for the Cougars, one receiver to the near side. Pitch to Johnson. Johnson's looking for his blockers and caught in the backfield. And a good open field tackle there by Tyler Kelly to bring him down for they're going to give him forward progress of a yard, second down and goal. But good job and good pursuit there by Tyler Kelly to bring him down quickly.
I'm sure he'll have me watch it. Replay that tonight. Hey, Dad, let's watch that play again.
Well, and hopefully you've got more than just that one. So second and goal inside the 5. Going to direct snap it to Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Buna. So the Buna Cougars able to capitalize on the big return and the useless penalty.
Right.
And put some points on the board here. And it's important for the Anahuac Panthers to answer back. As we'll see what the Cougars do here, if they decide to go for 2 or not. And it looks like they are bringing on the extra point unit. Hold is down, kick is up.
Block.
It's going to be a little bit of a hand on it, and it's going to be no good. So with 8:12 remaining in the first half, the Anahuac Panthers are leading it here at Cougar Stadium 14-6 over Buna. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. Wasn't able to give a shout out to Amber Villarreal, insurance agent with State Farm Insurance, for sponsoring the first quarter. 409-296-4751. You can visit her at savewithamber.com. And also our second quarter sponsor, Turan Lawn Care in Anahuac, 409-599-0223. And thank Amber Villarreal and Turan Lawn Care for sponsoring the first and second quarters here on Anahuac Sports Live. So after the 50-yard return and the penalty, the kick is away here after the Buna score, fielded at the 40. Running into a couple is Bailey, I believe.
I think that was Javion West, if I'm not mistaken, number 6 to him.
So it was, yeah, it was Javion West that fielded it at the 40. But like I said, Buna capitalizing on the 50-yard return, the 15-yard personal foul call, getting into the red zone of the Panthers, and able to punch it in for 6 and a missed field goal. And that is your score on the Porter's processing scoreboard, 14-6 Anahuac. Anahuac, like I said, it's important, Kevin, for the Anahuac Panthers to answer back here quickly.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Neese is going to remind the boys at halftime about these personal foul penalties, but we'll recover.
Well, only one penalty so far for the Panthers in the first half for 15 yards, which is an improvement.
Yeah.
Definitely an improvement over the last couple of weeks. 1st and 10 from the 42. As Barry will be in the pistol. Hard count, trying to draw Buna off sides. Looks to the sideline. Changing it up. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is back. Quick pass to the far side. Caught by Cunningham. Cunningham looking to shimmy and shake close to midfield, as he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 49.
Yeah, great catch right there.
Gain of 7 for barrier to Cunningham. As the June bugs start to hit us. 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers.
We are out in the elements tonight, Trent.
Definitely that. Out of our comfort zone. We're normally up in the box. So it's kind of a rough start for you as your debut here in for Anahuac Sports Live. Terry motioned over to us. I'm used to it by now. I got to deal with all the mosquitoes in Anahuac, Texas every time.
And me sitting next to her.
Pass is going to be thrown up to Bailey. Bailey's
Great
caught.
catch.
Got the first down into Buna territory at the 32 as he's brought down out of bounds. So from the 49 to the 30. About a 20-yard passing catch. I'm trying to count it up in case Alex is keeping up with the stats. Lone back is Corbett. Corbett's going to get the pitch. Pitch looking for blockers in front of him and brought down for a looks like a gain of 3, maybe 4. Give him 4. 2nd down and 6.
Just keep moving the chains,
7.5 minutes remaining in the half. Second down and 6 from what looks like the 27 of Buna. Handoff to Corbett. Corbett's got a lot of room on the far side. They weren't even expecting that, and a flag comes in from that far sideline. As waiting for the call for, I'm hoping it's not against Anahuac, and it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a holding call.
Well, that explains the hold.
So that'll bring the ball back after the huge gain by Corbett. And again, that's another penalty that's kind of useless. There was nobody on that far side of the field. There's no use to hold it at that point whenever you've got the first down and then some.
Yeah, let's not get desperate and do stuff like that. Just block, know your technique, block till the whistle blows. All that holding stuff, you got to stop that.
So after the hold call, we'll bring up 2nd down and 16. Ball placed at the 27. Well, they don't think they have stepped it off quite yet. So it's after they do assess the penalty yardage. Unless they call it, well, yeah, they send it, they call it, trying to spit it out. from where the hold was called, it's going to be 2nd down and 6 from the 27. Find some of the ball. So under center is Barrier. Barrier's going to hand it off to Corbett. Corbett up the middle, lowering his shoulder, dives forward, close to the first down marker, just short of it at the 21. Bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, tackled by number 44 on the Buna Cougars there, senior Isaiah Robinson.
So gain of 4 for Corbett. Quarterback sneak coming for Barrier as he'll get it. Move the chains, 1 yard gain for the quarterback sneak. 1st and 10 from the Buna 20. Clock continuing to run, or it should be. They're going to stop it to move the chains. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half, as both bands get ready to do their halftime performances. Both of them heading to the area competition tomorrow. Shotgun formation, 4 wide. Fakes the handoff, looks over the middle, and nobody there, as there is a little bit of a hold. Looking for the call, not going to get it, is Camden Wilson. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And Anahuac faithful not happy about that particular play. Nonetheless, 2nd down and 10.
Hey, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, you know? That is what it is.
They go your way, and then they don't go your way. That's just the way it goes. So 2nd and 10 from the 18. Sends Wilson in motion. Looking to pass, rolling to his left, gets rid of it to the far sideline. Caught by Cunningham, still on his feet, inside the 10, gets away and into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Good. Way to go, Talon.
And Talon Cunningham gets his first touchdown that he's been looking for all season.
Yeah, of the year, yeah. Well deserved him right there. He definitely deserved it.
So 18-yard pass and catch from Barrier to Cunningham. And definitely, like you said, deserved for Cunningham. And I'm sure he's pumped to get that first touchdown out of the way. 2-point conversion is good to Quandre Coates. So the swinging gate formation this time opting to go for 2, and Quandre Coates gets it. So with 6:07 remaining in the first half, the Anahuac Panthers answer back to Buna, 22-6 over them currently. We'll be back here shortly with the rest of the first half on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Back here at Cougar Stadium in Buna, Texas, as the Anahuac Panthers push a little bit forward, 22-6 over the Cougars with 6:07 remaining in the first half. As the pass and catch to Cunningham for the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to Coates. Little spiral kick is taking an Anahuac roll, giving plenty of time, and met quickly by Bailey, but able to bring him down. Nonetheless, answers back on the kicking team. Much better coverage there. So Cheatham on the returner for the Cougars inside the 20. They're going to place the ball at the 18, and that's where the Cougars will start their next possession. Just a heck of a lot better coverage there that time, Kevin.
Call that getting to the ball.
I'm sure they got chewed on that last big return, so they weren't going to let it happen again. So Marsh out of the gun, going to have 2 to the near side. Johnson to his right. Snap is back, going to hand off to Johnson. Johnson up the middle. Tries a little spin move, going to fall forward for a gain of 3.
Looks like Garrett down to tackle.
Give him 2, 2nd down and 8. Well, they're going to say 3. I'll give it to the man upstairs. 2nd down and 7 for Buna from their own 20. Sends a man in motion. Marsh pitches to Johnson. Johnson looking to the outside. He's not going to get it, and getting there
That was Braden Lanferman.
First is Braden Lanferman. Looking to see if they gave him a gain, and I don't think they did. Maybe one. They got the ball at the 21, so give him 1 yard for Johnson. So 3rd down and 6, 3 wide. From the 21. Marsh fakes the handoff, looking to pass, setting up the screen, and he gets it away, but met quickly.
Wow. Good play
by Tyler Kelly.
My man.
As they were trying to do the screen up the middle that time. That is a loss on the play. So they're going to lose 2 on the, they're going to lose 2. 4th down and 8. And we'll bring on the punting unit. Deep in their own territory is Buna. So they have no choice but to give it away. Back deep to receive for the Panthers is Talon Cunningham, standing close to midfield. Approaching 4 minutes now remaining in the first half. Punt is away. Up, kind of a short kick. Going to fall at the 40, and that's where they'll probably mark it out of bounds, unless call it the 41. So kind of a sky-high kick. The Panthers will start with excellent field position here as we get closer and closer to halftime.
Yeah, great series right there by the defense.
3 and out. Their second 3 and out of the football game. They've done, outside of the big return and the touchdown that Buna got earlier, the defense has been able to contain Johnson very well. It's like Wilson in the backfield. They'll hand it to him. Wilson tries to lower his shoulder, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
I was trying to see who number 6 is on the. That's going to be Cale Knox, senior.
And Cale Knox, one of those players that we talked about in the pregame.
Mm-hmm.
2-time all-district player. Approaching 3 minutes now. Pistol this time, 2 wide. Barry with a snap, going to quick throw to Bailey. Bailey tries to spin out of it. They're going to gain about maybe 5. Call it 4. Nope, they're going to give him 5. So 5-yard passing catch from Barrier to Bailey.
I think he was trying to get out of bounds on that one, but
yeah, he probably was.
Didn't happen, but hey.
Plenty of time left to get another score in before they go into the locker room. 3 wide this time for Barrier as he comes under center. Corbett the lone back. Gonna hand it to him, looking for some blockers. Gets away from one tackle. Got the first down, I do believe, and that will move the chains once again for the Panthers.
Yeah, great run by Landon right there. Like the same play we got the holding call on last series, but we didn't hold that time.
Looks like an 8-yard gain for Corbett on the ground. I'm sure he's approaching somewhere in the range of 50 or 60 yards so far. Not big breakout plays for Landon, especially the one on the penalty earlier that brought it back. So pistol formation, 3 wide. Cunningham and Bailey to the near side, looking over the middle, lets it go. Got Talon, but he's over the head and out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd down and 10, or second down and 10.
Yeah, at the O-line, they're doing good. A lot of these guys are playing both ways, but we need about 2 more seconds for protection.
2 minutes now remaining in the first half. But yes, the offensive line doing a little bit better job of protecting Barrier, as we saw a lot of pressure being handed to him early on in the football game. So Coates and Bailey to the far side, Cunningham to the near. Barrier looking to pass, gets rid of it, hits Corbett for the screen. Tries to cut inside. He's close to the first down. They're going to give it to him. Give it a 12-yard screen pass to Corbett.
Yeah, great play.
Gets it inside the 20. Ball placed at the 18. Under 2 minutes now. As the Panthers trying to get it into the end zone one more time before they go in to talk about it in the locker room. First and 10 from the 18. 2 to the far. As Barrier looking to pass 2 to the near side, he hits Corbett. Corbett is out of bounds, close to the first down marker. He's going to be a little bit shy, I believe. As he actually stepped out of bounds a little bit sooner. Gain of 5 to Corbett, 2nd down and 5. Handoff to the inside, met by a host of blue jerseys. But enough, I think, for the first down, and it'll bring up 1st and goal as we approach 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Waiting to see. So they marked him actually short. It's 3rd down and 1. I thought he had the first down.
Yeah, I did too.
So 3rd and 1 at the 9. As I believe, as we get under a minute, clock now signaled to run as the Panthers come back up to the line. 3rd and short. Corbett the lone back. Gonna give it to him. Landon looking for the outside, tries to cut it back up the middle. He's got the first down, pushed out of bounds. Close to the goal line inside the 5. Give him a gain of 6 as it'll bring up 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. You know, we want to try to punch this in.
38
seconds left, yeah.
38 seconds. 1st and goal from the 3. Make it the 4.
You got some good eyes, Trent.
I'm trying to do a much better job and not call 51-yard line again. So shotgun formation sends Corbett in motion as Barrier. Barrier's going to hand it. Hey, he's actually faked it out. Faked me out. Let's go of it. Hits Coates. Coates tries to turn it back and pushed out of bounds, maybe. And it is. He is out of bounds as it's kind of probably no gain on the play. They're going to still say he's at the 4. 2nd down and goal with 30 seconds remaining. Jerrio on the stop. Good pursuit there by him to not let Quandre get away. So 30 seconds. Pistol formation. 1 to the far side, sending men in motion. Directing traffic is Barrier. Pitch to Corbett. Corbett looking for some blockers, and he's not going to get any as the Buna Cougars able to really pursue well. And that is going to be a no gain. Actually, he's going to lose 1. They're going to place the ball at the 5. Timeout being called on the field by the Panthers. That'll be their final timeout of the first half. We'll keep it here. So far, the Buna Cougars able to do a pretty good job of really good containment, especially up front. Like I told you, they've got some really good big kids up front, closing those gaps, and Corbett just has not been able to find any room as far as holes opening up in the middle.
Yeah, I agree. They got some heavy hitters on the Bunas up front there. Number 44, I was looking at him, Isaiah Robinson. He's doing good. I mean, their D-line is being aggressive tonight. They know they're facing Anahuac, and they know where we're ranked.
Well, like I said, they're looking for a playoff berth. I mean, it's not guaranteed for them. A win here tonight would mean a lot, especially for their chances getting in and with their remaining schedule. But trailing Anahuac here with 21 seconds in the first half, 22-6 on your Porter's Processing scoreboard. 3rd down and goal from the Buna 5. Look for the fade pass. I'm looking for it myself. Single back is Corbett. Changing the play is Barrier, directing traffic, going to scoot Cunningham a little bit further out. Direct snap to Corbett, or actually to Quandre. He's trying to get away. Is not going to do it as he gets out of bounds. Smart play there by Quandre to get out of bounds. I didn't even see what happened. Was it a direct snap to him?
Yeah, it was a direct snap. I watched that play they were trying to do this week in practice, and they executed it good in practice. Just a little bit of heavy coverage there by the Buna Cougars.
So with 11 seconds remaining, the field goal unit, that's kind of an unusual call for the Panthers, but close enough. It'll be a little chip shot for Cabrera. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is going to be no good.
A little wide left.
So 5 seconds remaining. The Buna Cougars will take over deep in their own territory and probably take a knee to go into the locker room. So kind of something that has plagued the Panthers so far this year, unable to count on the field goal game. Cabrera working really hard,
right.
Especially, trying to get those extra points in. So, he's done a much better job at that. But as far as field goal attempts, don't know the stats for him particularly. But I'm sure that trying to get closer and closer to the playoffs, he'll be working on it more.
Right, exactly. And do you know what grade Fernando's in by chance?
Let's see if it's on.
Well, I mean, he's getting better. I mean, we just got to keep working. He's out there doing his work.
Well, he is a senior.
He's a senior. Okay, well, I know.
Was there a flag on the play? Or did what happened?
I don't know.
I missed something. So with 5 seconds remaining,
I had you looking at paper.
Yeah, ball was placed at the 20. I think there might have been something going on, but they might try to take a shot down the field here.
I mean, why not, I guess.
Marsh hands the ball off to Johnson up the middle. He has a few blockers, gets away from one, and that will be the end of the first half as he was able to get out to the 30. So after the first half of play, the Anahuac Panthers leading it here over the Cougars 22-6. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with both band performances that they'll be doing tomorrow at the area UIL competition. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swanky Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac.
Juniors, Brenda Garcia and Caitlin Ramirez. Sophomore, Leslie Ramirez and Kayla Cooper. Freshmen, Olivia Lowry, Yasmin Zendejas, and Bree Cooper. Managers, MJ Johnson and Isabella Magana. Honor guards, McCaden Moore and Eric Muniz. Social officers are Jayla Curl, Kayla Curl, and President Cadence Whitmire. Your officers are Abril Alberto, 2nd Lieutenant, Hannah Anderson, 1st Lieutenant, Emily Ramirez, Lieutenant Colonel, and our mascot, Retnac, Kelly Galindo, Colonel. Performing Tears by the Weekend, accompanied by the Pride of Anahuac Band, under the direction of Julia Johnson. Ready, Pantherettes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your award-winning Pride of Anahuac Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Brielle Christensen, Pablo Salazar, and Kaylee Perez. Color guard is led by Captain Yvette Garcia and co-captain Savannah Desmo. Color guard sponsor is Mrs. Jennifer Bogey. Directors for the band are Mr. Cody Cunningham, Mr. Morgan Contreras, and Mr. Aaron Porter. This week's Marcher of the Week is Braden Bogey. Tonight the band will be performing their 2022 UIL marching show, Immortal Beloved. Soloist for tonight is Tyler Farrow. We would like to wish the band good luck at their UIL area competition in Nacogdoches tomorrow at 3:15. Drum majors, you may begin when your band is ready.
welcome to the field the pride of Buna, the mighty Cougar Marching Band. Our 2022-23 Buna High School Auxiliaries under the direction of Ms. Patsy Kaye. Our feature group for this evening is the BHS Twirlers. The twirling line performed at the UIL District Contest for Solo and Ensemble on October 15th. The line received a superior rating and will be advancing a state in May. They will be performing their contest routine for you this evening. We have Kylie Harvey, freshman. Brayley White, freshman. Kaylin Drake, sophomore, and Maddie White, sophomore. Please enjoy our auxiliaries performance to Kings and Queens.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Third Coast Martial Arts Halftime Show. Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly, and Terry Fortenberry here live from Cougar Stadium in Buna, Texas, where the Anahuac Panthers lead it 22-6 over the Cougars. And Kevin, I mean, you've got to, give Buna praise. They've done a pretty good job on defense, getting pressure on quarterback Brady Barrier, often in the backfield. Containing Landon Corbett and not letting him, break big yardage. The score doesn't really show that much as far as what we're talking about on the defense, but they've done a great job at containing the Panther offense so far.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Buna Cougars on the defense, they have been putting in the work tonight. I mean, they've really, like you said, Trent, they've been containing, they've been blitzing. I mean, they're here.
Yeah, they're here to play. They're definitely looking for that playoff spot, as are the Anahuac Panthers. The Anahuac Panther offense kind of struggled their first possession, but then got back on their feet on the second possession, getting into the end zone 3 times here. Took a couple of 1 2-point conversion and 2 extra points, but they've really found their rhythm, especially in that second possession in the first quarter.
Yeah, they did. And this long as our offensive line can just give Brady just 2-3 more seconds, we'll see some more some more points hopefully in the second half.
One flag in the first half on the Panthers. It was a personal foul against the Panthers for 15 yards after a 50-yard return by the Cougars, which they capitalized on and got 6 points on the board. Aside from that, the Anahuac Panther defense has really shut down the Cougar run game. Johnson not being able to break the big yardages I saw in film, especially what he did against East Chambers.
Yeah, they've been pretty lethal in the backfield. Kyle Till, Tyler, Bryson Campbell, the guys in the back, they've been doing good about that. They don't want that long breakaway run.
Right.
They're containing that, not letting it get out of control. I think we're doing pretty good on the defense.
Well, an excellent coverage in the secondary. The times that the Buna Cougars have attempted to pass downfield, they really haven't had anything to go to. I think they've had maybe one or two completions, and the completions that they have had was on a couple of screen plays that didn't get far. So the Panther defense doing just a great job so far in this football game at keeping the Cougars at bay. Adjustments at halftime, Kevin. What do you think that the Panthers are going to have to do to really just nail it down here and look for the finish in this game?
Well, to put me on the spot, Trent, but hey, you know what? I think we just need to keep executing, slow the game down a little bit to an extent, just to give Brady some more time. Offensive line has got to come back in the second half, and they got to stay on their blocks till the whistle blows. It is what it is. Offensive line has got to step it up this second half, and just stay on your block. No holding, just block.
Oh, that's exactly right. I'm sure that's exactly what they're talking about in the locker room currently. The Buna Cougars on the other end are going to have to make some adjustments and probably going to see a lot more shots taken down the field on the offensive side. They are going to get the football back for the start of the second half, so we'll see if what kind of adjustments they make. Some scores around the area. Katy Tigers leading Cinco Ranch 42-21. Barbers Hill currently edging Kingwood Park 28-21 in the third quarter. Port Arthur Memorial barely beating Baytown Lee 17-14. That's kind of a closer game than I thought it would be, Kevin. They're in the third quarter. Port Neches Groves all over Santa Fe 52-7 in the third. Lumberton 28-7 over Huffman Hargrave at halftime. Silsby they were trailing, or no, they weren't. They were ahead. It's 21-14. They're playing Hampshire Finette, a great game. If you're tuning in on that or paying attention to that particular district, a very tough district in 4A. Kevin.
It is.
The Hampshire Finette Longhorns playing great football and probably the best team I've seen them have in the last few years. But trailing Silsby right now by 7. Hardin Jefferson looking for their first win. They're leading Bridge City right now 7-0 at halftime. West Orange Stark trailing Jasper 14-7 at half. A game that I picked West Orange Stark to win. Jasper playing pretty good football so far this year. I thought West Orange Stark was getting back on track to their winning ways, but we'll see what happens in the second half of that football game. East Chambers, as expected, 21-0 over Tarkington at half. Diboll is leading Cold Spring 19-6. They're in the third quarter. A little bit closer game than I thought that would be. Picking Diboll this week for my end. Columbus and Yoakum kind of tied up not tied up, but they're locked up in a close game, 14-6. Columbus at half. Franklin and Lorena, a game that we're probably, we're watching the District 11 and 12 really, really close. Franklin and Lorena, both really good games, ranked in the top 10. Franklin number 1, Lorena number 10, 21-21 at halftime, Kevin.
That's a tense game right there, coming to the half, tied up.
Definitely is. Halftime at Kirbyville. Kirbyville leads the Hardin Hornets 16-0. Woodville all over Crockett 34-0 in the third. Newton taking care of business and doing Newton things, 62-0 over Kuntz, and it is gone final. Lovelady they're playing great football, 62-0 over Sabine Pass, and that is probably where I'm going to stop. But like we said, we're watching District 9 3A. We're watching District 11 and 12 3A really closely because, that playoff picture is really going to come into focus here, especially as we go into the bye week next week, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. We're getting down to it.
Well, with that, we're going to take one more break, and we'll be back here with the second half of play. Thank you for joining in on the Third Coast Martial Arts halftime show back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist. Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Capital Farm Credit. Community Christian Fellowship Church. Chambers County Abstract Company. Coastal Field Services LLC. Four Corner Tires. Gator Garage. Jerry Seafood Incorporated. Julia Luna Real Estate. K-Max Services. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm. Rebecca Lynn Photography. Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm. Third Coast Martial Arts. The Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot. Swanky Insurance Agency. Title Services Incorporated. Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging. Turan Lawn Care. Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist. Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Capital Farm Credit. Community Christian Fellowship Church. Chambers County Abstract Company. Coastal Field Services LLC. Four Corner Tires. Gator Garage. Jerry Seafood Incorporated. Julia Luna Real Estate. K-Max Services. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm. Rebecca Lynn Photography. Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm. Third Coast Martial Arts. The Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot. Swanky Insurance Agency. Title Services Incorporated. Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging. Turan Lawn Care. Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live. I want to thank Third Coast Martial Arts for sponsoring the halftime show. 512 Miller Street in Anahuac. You can give them a call, 281-908-1934 to get enrolled today for a little bit of martial arts training. As we approach the third quarter of play, it is Anahuac Panthers over Buna, 22-6 on the Porter's Processing and Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm scoreboard. As the Panthers and the Cougars get ready to retake the field for the second half.
Got a lot of pink tonight. I like seeing that too.
Definitely that. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And all the schools definitely showing their support.
Here they come.
As the Panthers take the field for the second half of play here in Buna. No confetti bombs this year in Buna. Last year we had a confetti bomb, if you remember, right there in the down to the far end zone. They had to delay a game to pick all that stuff up. As I said earlier, a good showing here by the Anahuac faithful here in Buna, making the drive up about an hour and a half. ran into some traffic problems.
Hey, trying to see
just as soon
bomb.
as I said confetti bombs, there it is across the way on the Buna side.
Thanks, Terry, for pointing that out.
But ran into a little bit of traffic was the Anahuac band getting here a little bit late, but nonetheless it's good to see them back in here, and glad to see all of the fans that made it here safely, as Buna will receive things to start off the second half.
Yeah, we got a full bleachers over here on the Anahuac side. It's always good to see we make that trip, you know.
Definitely that. I'd like to see the rally towels come out every once in a while.
Hey, I brought mine. Hey, Trent called me with my rally towel when I walked up here to help him out. I was like, I got my rally towel, Trent.
Well, we appreciate Kevin helping us out tonight for sure. Appreciate you, brother.
Trying. Big shoes to fill. Hope you get better, Alex.
Doing great, man. So Cabrera looking to kick it off. Haven't seen an onside attempt, I don't think, this year out of the Panthers. Maybe we've seen one. Kick is away, end over end, short kick. Going to fall and fielded at the 25 as number 7.
Here we go.
Trying to shake and bake, trying to get away, and he does. And he's got more room to run. A flag comes out as a hold is going to be called as number 82 for the Panthers. Ozarius Audi knocks him out of bounds, but there's going to be a holding call back at the 30. And that will back the Cougars up deeper into their own territory. And it is a hold against the Cougars.
We got the judge in the way, Terry.
I think that was number 9, Evan Whitehead on the return. That was a good return, and he was able to really be elusive there and get away, but the hold erases that big gain. Looking to see where they place the football. Looks like they're going to put it at the 19. Yeah. The ball will be placed at the 19-yard line of the Cougars. And that's where they will begin things here for the second half. So Mars coming back in the pistol. Looking to pass. Looks right, looks left. Nobody doing it. He's under pressure. He's got a man over the head of his intended target, number 14, Carson Condos. As that was very well covered downfield by the Panthers secondary. Had nowhere to go with the football, Kevin.
Prescott Mouton and Gary Dye, bringing some good pressure back there in the backfield, so he had a quick release and didn't work out for him. Good job on defense, guys.
So second down and 10 from the 19. 2 wide. Mars fakes the handoff, looks to the quick throw to the far side as Kai Till able to bring him down, but not after a gain of 8. So good pass and catch there from Mars to, I think that was number 9, Evan Whitehead.
Evan Whitehead.
So third down and 3 after the 7-yard pass. To the near side this time for Mars. And fakes the handoff. Yep. Pass over the middle is in and out of the hands of his entire Isaiah Robinson, the tight end. Will bring up fourth down, and a big decision here for Buna early in the first half, as they will indeed bring on the punt unit.
There you go, the Anahuac defense right there, just doing work. 3 and out. That's how we need to start off the second half.
The fourth 3 and out for this Panther defense of the football game. Back deep to receive is Talon Cunningham. He's standing at around the 40. Punt is away. Much better kick this time for the Cougars. Falls at the 45, takes a Anahuac bounce. And that's where it'll be touched down at around the 47. And that's where the Panthers will start things off here in the second half. Panthers was in a good rhythm as they went into the locker room. Kind of stalled out there as they attempted a field goal, and it was no good, as they were inside the 5 and just unable to punch it in. And we'll see what kind of the adjustments, like we talked about, the offensive line has made coming out.
Maybe they just need a little breather, you know. Give them a little halftime breather. We're good now.
So pistol for Barrier. Barrier's going to hand it off to Corbett. Corbett is through the first level, bounces off a one-man, first down, and a 13-yard gain for Corbett.
That's the Landon Corbett we're used to seeing right there. Downhill, hard and heavy, right through the gut.
So inside Buna territory at their 40. Quickly back to the line is Barrier. 3 wide. Pistol once again. An option play to Corbett. And Corbett's going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 6. We'll see where they marked him out.
That's one of my favorite offenses trends, the option. I love it.
Well, it's definitely exciting. Not used as much these days as we saw back in the late 90s, early 2000s. But a gain of 6, second down and 4. And we haven't seen the Panthers use the option very much.
No, we haven't.
Hand off to Corbett. Bounces outside, looking to cut back up. Gets close to the first down, and that will move the chains, I believe. Gain of 5 for Corbett. Well, maybe they marked him short.
A little short.
No, they've got to move the chains on that. The ball's placed at the 30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there we go.
Gain of 5 moves the chains, 1st and 10. I was wondering what they were waiting on.
Well, they're waiting on to get the call from the ref.
Right. Doing their job. So 3 wide once again for Barrier. Corbett behind him. Fakes the handoff to him, looking for the fake path. He's got Quandre Coates into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Hey, right there, offensive line. I love it. When you give them time, that's what happens.
So 30-yard pass and catch from Barrier to Coates. And the Panthers able to get 6 more on the board with 9:35 in the third quarter.
I love it.
And Quandre Coates really just towered over his defender there, came down with it. The Panthers will line up to go for 2 here. Delao, the lone back. Going to give it to him. Delao lowers his shoulder, tries to spin out of it, and he's going to get caught short. And the 2-point conversion is no good. But nonetheless, the Anahuac Panthers strike early here in the second half. 28-6 on the Porters Processing scoreboard. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise, Porters Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porters has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porters Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
So 30-yard pass to Quandre Coates from Brady Barrier. Puts another 6 points on the board. 28-6 is your score here at Cougar Stadium with 9:35 remaining in the third quarter. Kick is away, end over end, fielded at the 25. As Buna able to get another good return past their 40-yard line.
We got Bryson Campbell on the tackle.
I believe that was number 9. Once again, Evan Whitehead on the return for Buna. The Buna return team doing an excellent job getting the football, good yardage. They're actually going to place it at the 42.
Yeah, that's a fact. They've done pretty well tonight on that kickoff return for sure. It's hard to stay at home, when you're on kickoff time. You want to go to the ball, but sometimes you got to stay at home.
1st and 10 from the Buna 42. Shotgun. Hands off to Johnson up the middle. Johnson gets away through the first level, still on his feet to midfield, and he's going to be brought down at the 50. So the biggest gain of the night for Johnson, gets a gain of 9.
Yeah, big Jonathan Cooper right there and on the tackle. We have Brooks Henneke right on top of him.
So gain of 9 for Johnson, 2nd down and 1. As Buna looking to get into Anahuac territory for the 3rd time tonight. Shotgun 1 formation once again, 2 to the near side, handoff to Johnson. Johnson looking for room up the middle, gets the 1st down into Panther territory, brought down at the 45. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, 27, Tyler Kelly on that tackle. Well, we got the power line right here, blocking the view. So.
Right in the middle here, so I'm kind of trying to peek around. So Buna converts 1st and 10 from the Anahuac 45. 3 wide. Mars hands it off to Johnson. Johnson goes up the middle again. Runs
running
up
hard.
To the first, and he runs into some white jerseys, but not after a gain of 6.
Yeah, he hit the hole. He's coming downhill for sure, but he was met by the Anahuac Panthers defense right there. Bryson Campbell, looks like he might have got the ball. Did he? I think Bryson Campbell come up with the ball, but
they marked him down by contact.
Yeah.
As
he probably took it after the fact.
Yeah, maybe so. So gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. As we're under 8 minutes now in the 3rd. 3 wide once again from Marsh. Sends his man in motion. Hands off up the middle. And this time, getting in the backfield is Brooks Henneke busting up the play.
Brooks, Preston, Mouton, all of them back there.
As it's going to be a loss of 1. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Presley Mouton in on the tackle as well. Brooks Henneke was first to him. So 3rd and 5 from the 42. Low snap, ball's on the ground as Marsh is going to have to scramble around, and he's not going to, as Garrett Dye into the backfield, taking advantage of the low snap, and a huge loss and a big play there for the Anahuac Panther defense. So loss of 10. Make it 11, 4th down and 16.
I'll start calling Garrett Dye Snoop. He can snoop that football. He's going to hound dog.
So 4th and 16, back into their own territory. Ball placed at the 49. And the Buna Cougars are going to have to punt it away once again. I'd be watching for the fake at this point in the field. Trailing like they are, but they aren't going to. Ball is away. Much better punt. Cunningham fields it at the 15. This time he's going to try and take it out. He's trying to look for room to the far side. Doesn't do so. Tries to reverse his field and doesn't get much of a gain on that return, as the Panthers will start their next possession at what looks like the 18-yard line. 6:16 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Make it the 17. Barry out of the shotgun. 3 wide. Sends Corbett in motion. Going to give it to him. Corbett looking to the near side. Stiff arms one man. Cuts it back up the middle. Still on his feet. Down the sideline. And Corbett may go to the house. Got one man to beat. But he is chased down. And that's number 20. Wow. Kevin Cheatham. What's some wheels on him to catch up to Corbett like that, but a big gain by Corbett. That was started at the 12, ended up at the 20.
Lanning was just tiptoeing down the sideline, breaking tackles, and an excellent run on that play.
It's almost 70 yards on that run play by Corbett.
I think that said Cheatham. Kevin Cheatham. I think I heard him say that. Yeah.
Okay, Cheatham. So 1st and 10 from the Buna 20. 2 backs. Brady is going to go to Camden Wilson. Camden Wilson is not going to get anywhere, as he might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. And that's what it would be. No gain for Wilson. 2nd down and 10.
I felt like he was still moving the ball forward.
Well, like we talked about earlier, this officiating crew is kind of calling the ball, dead a little quickly in my taste. But I mean,
that way.
I'm not complaining too much about it. They actually gave him 1 on the play, so it'd be 2nd down and 9. So pistol for Brady. Corbett behind him. 3 wide. Quick pass
right on
to Bailey, and he's got the 1st down. So 10-yard pass and catch from Barrier to Bailey inside the 10. Going to be 1st and goal for Anahuac. So same formation for the Panthers. Barrier looking for the fade pass.
There it is.
Got Talon Cunningham unable to haul it in. And Cunningham looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night and of the year. But unable to bring it in. Covered by number 5.
I don't see his name, number 5, on the roster here. I was just kind of looking. He was covering well.
Yeah, he was. He covered him really well.
That's that Brady trust. He was thrown up there. And Talon,
So 2nd down and goal from the 9. Barrier. Option play again. Gives it to Corbett. Corbett looking to the outside. Gets close to the goal line. Loses the football. And recovered by the Panthers, looking for a signal, as they might have caught him down by contact short of the goal line.
Talon recovered the ball.
So Cunningham able to jump back on it. And you don't see that often from Corbett losing the football like he did. They are going to mark him down by contact at the 1. So gain of 7. Call it 8, actually. So gain of 8 for Corbett. They're going to quarterback sneak it out of the 1, and I don't think they're going to get it. So the quarterback keeper unable to punch it in. His Barrier. Clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes now in the 3rd. 4th and goal for the Panthers. Not going to opt for the field goal this time. Corbett, the lone back. Going to lower his shoulder, try to dive in, and he's short. No, he's in for the touchdown. Landon Corbett. Man, Kevin, they got kind of lucky on that one. I thought they had him stopped short.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of thought the same, Trent.
But nonetheless, touchdown Landon Corbett. Now makes it 35-6 with an extra point attempt coming for Cabrera. And another sky-high kick for Cabrera is going to be fielded inside the end zone. They're going to try and return it for 2.
Well.
And brought down
Quandre.
Just outside the 10 is Quandre Coates for the tackle. So unfortunately, a little bit rattled is Cabrera and unable to get the extra point in. But the Anahuac Panthers lead it here in Buna, 34-6 over the Cougars on your Porter's Processing and Wild Game. I keep on messing it up, and I don't know why. I've said it 1,000 times. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm scoreboard. 3:33 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back here right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
Back here on Anahuac Sports Live, as Landon Corbett able to punch it in for the Panthers. It was mostly him on that drive for Anahuac. Much better kick here from Cabrera, fielded at the 15.
Caden Dill.
And Dill trying to make something happen. Not as good as a return as we've seen, but still pretty good field position.
Looks like
Going to get back out to about the 39-yard line, call it the 38. .325 remaining in the third quarter. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you would, please. Made good ground here in 2022 as far as the subscriptions are concerned. We appreciate everybody. Handoff up the middle to Johnson. Johnson's quickly through that first level, and he's got plenty of room. God, he's got some speed as he's pushed out of bounds in Panther territory around the 30.
Yeah, Javion West, man.
Good.
He tracked him down, got him out of bounds.
Actually, they pushed him out at the 35. Man, does Johnson got some speed.
Yes, he was quick on that one.
So into Panther territory again is the Cougars. And that definitely was the biggest run for Johnson of the night. 1st and 10 from the 36. Hand off to Johnson again. Johnson this time met by Panthers after probably a gain of 4. So closing the gaps better that time was the linebacking crew for the Panthers. It was a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. So from the 31, same formation for the Cougars. Marsh is going to give it to Johnson again. Johnson trying to get something happening outside, has to turn it back inside. He's going to gain 2.
Oh, Tyler Kelly on the tackle.
I think he actually picked up 3. 3rd down and 3. So how weird is it to say your own son's name over the airwaves?
If I didn't say it, Trent, I promise you he will remind me, Dad, you didn't say my name.
Hand off to Johnson once again up the middle. He's going to have the 1st down.
Yeah, but I'm proud of him. He's a sophomore, man, you know, playing varsity starting linebacker. He's been putting in the work, so, I mean, I'm definitely a proud papa sitting up here watching my son play for sure.
I'm sure you are. He's done an excellent job on the defensive side of the football. So hard run there by Johnson. Waiting to see where the spot is. It's going to be looks like a tad short. 4th and about 2 chain links maybe.
4th and 2.5 chain links.
So a lot of jumping and moving around. We got flags on the play. It's going to be an offside play. Free for
play.
Marsh as he completes it to the far sideline. He's got enough for the 1st down. Pretty positive that the Panthers jumped off sides there. So interesting. They gained about 4 on the play.
They're trying to go for the hard count, try to get that penalty.
Yeah.
And then they went ahead and just ran it.
It is offsides against the Panthers. Yeah. So 1st down, they'll take the penalty actually instead of the completion, and they will place the ball at the 22. Make that the 21.
Your eyes are amazing.
So 1st and 10 from the Anahuac 21. Going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's this time met quickly at the line of scrimmage. They may give him progress for 1. And they will. 2nd down and 9. So Dye in on the tackle. Under a minute now remaining in the 3rd quarter. Clock still ticking. 3 wide for Buna. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson trying to make something happen. Runs into all kinds of traffic and is brought down for a no gain, I believe. They are marking it at the 20, so no gain for Johnson. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 9.
I feel you, man. I feel
He's
you.
definitely fighting for the yards. Johnson, definitely a hard runner.
Yeah, no
Great
doubt about
athlete.
it.
Trying to get the Panthers to jump off sides again. As the Panthers were showing blitz, and Buna's going to have to take a timeout. We'll take it with them, but don't go anywhere as we have 9 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. I think he was getting close on the play clock maybe. Actually, he wasn't, so kind of wondering about that timeout. Nonetheless, timeout called by Buna, their first, and we'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc. Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at trinitybayrvlodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
Welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly, Terry Fortenberry here in Buna, Texas. As after the timeout, Mars looking to pass. He's got his man to the far side and knocked out of bounds.
Javion West quick with the knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, Javion West there. As the clock expires, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Looks like Buna was able to get the first down. And they will flip sides.
Yep.
We will take another break, and we will be back right here for the 4th and final quarter where the Anahuac Panthers lead the Buna Cougars 34-6 on the Porter's Processing scoreboard.
Hey, you got it that time.
I got it.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, you can do so at Venmo, at Anahuac Sports Live, CashApp, $ Anahuac Sports Live, or on PayPal. The QR code is on your screen as I'm getting attacked by bugs here, or you can go to the PayPal link in the description of the video below. We appreciate everybody's support as we get closer and closer to the playoffs, as the UIL will be looking for their playoff fees and their broadcast fees. We appreciate everybody's donations to help pay for those broadcast fees for the Bad District game as we get closer. Handoff up the middle to Johnson this time. Gets away, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buna. So Jacob Johnson, all him that drive that time, Kevin.
That was.
And I think they've kind of figured out that he's the man to go to here in the second half.
Well, then we need to make an adjustment on defense, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
So probably a 2-point try coming here for the Cougars. And I wouldn't doubt that they go to Johnson once again. And they will do so.
Yep.
They do. They actually fake it to him into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is good to Gavin Thoreau.
Terrio.
I knew I was getting it wrong. So, after the 2-point conversion and Jacob Johnson marching it down the field for the Cougars, it is Anahuac 34, Buna 14. We'll take a short break and be back. 11:51 remaining here in the ball game.
Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 and visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. I want to give a shout out real quick because I forgot about it in the third quarter. Our third quarter sponsor is Gator Garage. New location at 6419 FM 563 in Wallaceville, 409-867-3267, or you can find them on Facebook at Gator Garage LLC.
Yeah, go see my man Dan at Gator Garage.
Hey, Dan did a great job with my transmission a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Got a hat from him, too.
Hey, wow, I want a hat. That'd be nice.
Dan, pass out some hats. Trent needs one.
So kick is away. Surprised we didn't see an onside there. It's going to go out of bounds, it looks like. Actually, and it does. The flag comes out. And that was around the 20-yard line.
I know Thomas DeLeo wanted to pick that ball up so bad, but he just had to watch it roll out of bounds.
Well, he did the smart play there, I think. Kind of quiet from DeLeo tonight as he's in currently looking to see if the Panthers decide to switch personnel on the offensive side of the football. As Barrier comes back out and they're going to keep him on the field. .11:51 remaining in the ball game. Buna having to use an early timeout, 2 remaining. As Barrier will come out in the pistol, 3 wide. Hands the ball to Corbett. Corbett goes up the middle, trying to fight his way forward. Flag coming in. Face mask going to be going against the Cougars.
Kind of like a headlock tackle.
So it was a gain of probably 5. But with that face mask,
Personal foul, face mask called against the Cougars.
there's a personal foul. So automatic first down. Ball will probably be placed somewhere around the 40.
Man, I love watching Carlos Gutierrez. When he's snapping, he's center, he's snapping the ball. He's doing so good snapping. I think I taught him that back in AY, so.
He's definitely doing a lot better at it. I mean, they worked really hard with him in the preseason and before that, getting ready for the season. So
good snapping, Carlos.
Still discussing it is the official crew. And they're stepping it off now. Actually, it's going to be placed further than that. Closer to midfield at the 48. So 1st and 10 at the 48 after the face mask penalty. Panthers doing a great job of not getting the penalties that they have been. Only one tonight early on in the football game, personal foul, 15-yarder. Well, they had an offside. They did have an offside, so 2 flags tonight. So 1st and 10 from the light pole.
From the light pole.
Shotgun, 2 wide, going to hand it off up the middle to Corbett. Corbett is going to be met in the backfield. No gain, possible loss of 2.
Yeah, and that was number 42, Cooper Wolf there, junior on the tackle.
That is a loss of 2, bring up 2nd down and 12.
Not Cooper Wolf Jr. Cooper Wolf, he is a junior.
Yeah.
I read junior like that.
Second and 12 once again from the light pole. Gotta love the light pole right in dead center of the screen. So 3 wide this time for Barrier. Pistol formation. That's an offsider. No flag. Throws it up to Cunningham as it's batted away, covered well by number 20 of the Cougars, Kevin Cheatham. I definitely saw an offsides there, but the officials definitely didn't call it that time. 3rd down and 12. 10:48 remaining in the ball game. Barrier looking to pass, sets up the little screen and gets it to Dello. Dello is across midfield, and I thought I saw a flag come in, and I can't see around the pole, but he's able to get a gain of 7, call it 8, 4th down and 4.
Let's see what Coach Neese goes with here on 4th and 4.
4th and 4, still got a little over 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, they are going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here. So 4th down and 4. Inside Buna territory. Looking to the sideline is Barrier. They're going to change the play up. Play clock is at 1, and they're going to have to call a timeout.
Right there, just Brady Barrier. I mean, he just reads defenses. He can see something he don't like. He looks at the sideline.
Well, he works hard at it. I mean, he's, when the rest of the guys are off, he's in the locker room. He's in the film room, always studying. Especially with his dad, Coach Neese has said it many times. He's been teaching this kid to be a quarterback all his life, and he's so humble about it. From what I hear from students and the teachers in Anahuac High School, and it's just it's a pleasant thing to see when a kid works that hard. So he's got a lot of success ahead of him, and he's going to deserve every bit of it.
I'll tell you, we're glad he's on our side too. As a freshman, yeah.
Most definitely.
It's hard to believe, last year he was playing, 8th grade football, and here he is Friday nights under the lights, under the show.
Yep.
He's here.
And the spotlight has definitely been on him.
He's handled it well.
So after thinking about it and seeing something that he didn't like on that last play, the Panthers forced to take a timeout. 9:57 remaining in the 4th quarter, as the Panthers will keep the offense on the field and opt to go for it. Sending Bailey in motion. 3 wide this time, out of the pistol. Barrier looks over the middle. And a flag, and that's going to be a pass interference against the Cougars. Looking for Cunningham was Barrier over the middle. It was well covered, but a little bit too well covered. As it drew the flag and the interference call. Ball's going to be placed at the 41-yard line. So fresh set of downs for the Panthers to try to get to that 40-point mark, which has been their average. One of the highest scoring teams in Southeast Texas.
We had a substitution there. Got a little Jonathan Cooper going back in there. Caden Kratzer.
Still waiting for the chains to move and an official call here. I know the call was interference. Not sure what's happening. Maybe a discussion on where the ball's supposed to be placed, and that's what it was. So stepping it off, they're going to go inside almost close to the 32, and that's where it'll be. 1st and 10 from the Buna 32. 9:50 remaining in the ball game. I apologize for not keeping up with the scoreboard. I kind of get sidetracked trying to watch what's going down on the field. So
it
is the 4th quarter plus the pole, as they're going to hand it off up the middle to Corbett. Corbett is wrangled almost a horse collar, as he's going to gain 4, maybe 3. Yeah, we're going to call it 4.
And the June bugs.
And the June bugs, bouncing off of the hat every once in a while. Like I said, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll know every time that we go live. Appreciate everybody's support, all of our sponsors, so that we can keep the broadcasts free to you, no charge. As Brady is going to fake it up the middle, tried to get Della O. And Della O was wide open on the far side. And the pass a little bit too high, 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down and 6. As the Cougars have been able to really contain the run here in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a lot better.
Inside the 30, ball at the Buna 29. So pistol formation, 3 wide. Gonna give it to Corbett. Corbett looking to the near side. He's got room to run,
blocks.
1st down. And inside the 10, drug down at the 7.
Number 7.
So almost a 20-yard gain, call it 18 yards. As we've got discussion and flags on the field. Probably coming back.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking.
And it is coming back. It's going to be a hold on the Panthers. I'm not going to talk about the pronunciation of Thomas's name, as I've explained it too many times. Just put it this way: I'm close personal friends with the parents. Okay.
And when I call it DeLeo.
It's Delo.
Delo, okay.
It's kind of like De La Cruz, or you can say something along that line. But it's kind of like
Delo. Okay.
It's De La O, not DeLeo. Delo. Trust me on it. After the penalty, Barrier looking to pass, setting up the screen to Coates. Coates is brought down quickly after a gain of maybe 3.
Yeah, and it's going to be Cale Knox again on the tackle.
4th and 14. As the Panthers will probably go for it once again. It is 4th and long. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, let's see here, Trent. I don't know.
That's what I was looking at. De La Rosa, like pronounced like that.
De La Rosa.
Like De La Rosa, like De La Cruz. De La O.
Well, he hasn't corrected me. I call him DeLeo all the time.
They
This
call
goes
it,
along with
and
it.
they don't. They go by that in high school, and that's understandable. Flag on the play.
Oh.
False start against Anahuac. Is that what I saw?
Unfortunately, I believe.
So delay a game. As the play clock, I wasn't keeping an eye on it. Ran down on Barrier. Going to back him up another 5 yards and bring up 4th and 19.
Still no punt, team, so we're going for it.
8:02 left in the ball game. Lets it loose. He's got Coates and well covered. And looking for a flag, but not going to get it. Was the Panther sideline. So turnover on downs, and the Buna Cougars will take over at the 41-yard line.
Well, I mean, Trent, we got close, then the penalties, and it kind of backed us up. And
well, we talked about penalties a little bit. There was a couple on that series. I'm sure y'all get home tonight and listen to the whole thing.
So my wife just, Terry Fortenberry, just let her borrow the headphones for a second so she can hear and make fun of me.
Like I said, doing a great job. It's definitely better than having to have a conversation by myself. Mars looking to pass. Fakes the throw to the left. Looking to his right. Getting to him is Garrett Dye and throw it out of bounds. Great job there in pursuit by Garrett Dye.
Yeah, excellent pursuit there.
And great coverage downfield and didn't leave Mars anything to throw to. Now, I haven't messed his name up tonight. Haven't called him by his brother's name, so.
Garrett?
I'll probably call it, probably said it too soon. I'll probably do it here in a little bit.
Yeah, you will. You done jinx yourself.
2nd down and 10 from the 40. Handoff up the middle. This time is to a new running back, as he'll get forward progress for a couple. Looking for the number 25 is Brennan Hippler. First time we've seen him run the ball tonight. Did give him 2, 3rd down and 8. Approaching 7 minutes now remaining in the ballgame. Same formation for the Cougars. Handoff, fake over the middle, sets it up quite nicely to the tight end, number 35, and he's a big old boy and hard to bring down and pushed out.
Landon Stevens, senior, 6'6", 286 pounds.
God, 6'6", towers over most of the defenders. Wow. First time we've seen them pass to him as well, and I've hit him more often than not because that kid is definitely hard to bring down. Under 7 minutes now.
Rumbling, stumbling, thundering down the field. Big 3-5.
Moves the chains inside Anahuac territory. The 47. Mars hands it off the middle to Johnson. Johnson goes, lowers his shoulder, dives forward. He's going to pick up 3. Make it 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
They give him Tyler a tackle on that. Tyler and Robert Bailey.
Keeps adding to his tackle total is Tyler Kelly. 6.5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Buna in no hurry.
Surprisingly no hurry.
I mean, it's feasible if they were to get a quick score and an onside kick that they'd be within reach. As a handoff up the middle again to Johnson. Johnson bumps into the old man and bounces outside and is able to get the 1st down and then some. So Tyler Kelly making the tackle on that play to keep him from getting more on it.
Yeah, that was a direct snap.
Yeah.
We got to look for that.
Moving the ball really well is Buna right now. 6 minutes on the plate, or on the clock. Looking to pass is Mars. Mars has got an open man, number 9, and it's hit hard by Kai Till to upend number 9, Evan Whitehead again.
Well, we didn't have good coverage on number 9 out there, but Kai Till surely met him as soon as he touched the football. So
2 yards on the pass brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 20. So the Cougars pressing again here in the Anahuac red zone. Looking to pass is Mars again. Got a man into the sideline off the helmet. Falls incomplete, bringing up 3rd down. So the pride of Anahuac loaded back up. Heading back to Anahuac as they've got a long drive to Nacogdoches tomorrow. So does Buna for that matter. Both bands competing in the UIL area marching contest at Stephen F. Austin University. Best of luck to both Buna and Anahuac. Orangefield, I believe, and East Chambers also going to be there. So our district being represented well. Mars fakes the handoff, looking for a man in the near side. He's got him into the end zone, touchdown. Number 1, Gavin Terrio. I almost messed it up again.
I want to say like a chariot, but it's Terrio, yeah.
And with that, Buna all of a sudden is back in this ball game.
Yeah, got a little wind in their sails now. It's 20-34. You know, they're fighting. Friday night fight.
Well, they're definitely. I see some hands on the hips down there on the Anahuac Panther defense side. Maybe they're getting a little bit tired. The run is wearing them down a little bit. Expect the onside kick after the 2-point try here from Buna. Mars looking for room to run, tries to scramble around, and he's still on his feet. but brought down, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So Buna able to make some things happen on that particular series and get a little bit closer.
What do we got going on down here?
I'm not sure. Looking for flags, some talk, who knows.
Well, I see
extra.
Jonathan Cooper jumping around, and I wonder, like, what are you seeing, Coop?
So 5 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the ball game, and the Buna Cougars have inched their way a little bit closer, 34-20 on the Porter's Processing scoreboard. We'll be back here after this short message on Anahuac Sports Live.
Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 and visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
So 5:37 remaining in the ball game, and the Buna Cougars are pulled within 2 possessions.
Nah, they're thinking there's only 10 on the field, but there is 11. That's what the hollering's for. You got KJ Moore set back there, but Talon's on the far end. You see him?
Yeah, he's right behind.
Yeah.
He's right behind Corbett. They couldn't see him.
Yeah.
So there is 11
There's
on the
11.
field. Back deep is KJ Moore. Expect the onside kick here, which is why they were lined up the way that they are. So onside kick is not going to travel far enough. So it didn't go the 10 yards, didn't even go 5 yards. And the Panthers are going to have great field position. And they really need to score here, Kevin.
I mean, we got a good lead. We got a good pad, but there's 5 minutes and 37 seconds left. That's a lot of time in football.
Well, it is.
Two-possession game, yep.
Anything can happen, and Buna all of a sudden has got a second breath in them.
They do.
And they're looking to try and upset the Panthers here. So the Panthers, very important for them to make use of the onside kick not going the yardage that it needed to. Ball placed at the 46. 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. As Barrier is going to come under center. Corbett the lone back. Faking it to him. Then they do the end around to Quandre. Quandre's looking for room. He's going to be trying to be stripped, and he's not going to get but maybe 1 yard on that play, as the Buna Cougars able to sniff that out really quickly.
Yeah, last week when they stripped the ball from Quandre, I saw as soon as he felt some pressure, boy, he did double up on that football and hold it tight to him.
Yeah, learned his lesson from last week.
That's the first time I've seen that play tonight, huh?
We saw it earlier on the football game. Under 5 minutes now in the fourth. Pistol this time for Barrier. 2 wide. Corbett behind him. From the pole. Barrier going to keep it himself and wrapped up immediately, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Well, they were probably suspecting the option, and
right,
he tried to keep it, which, hey, that's when I see option.
So loss of 3. Third down and 12. From the 47. Panthers in no hurry. Play clock at 15 seconds. Thinking about it on the sideline as head coach Neese is he's probably going to let the play clock run down and take his second timeout.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he does. And we're going to take it with him. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Panthers lead it 34-20 over Buna. We'll be back here right after this on Anahuac Sports Live. 3rd down and 12 for the Panthers. Sending Corbett in motion. Going to fake it to him. Actually, they're going to give it to him as Corbett is wrapped up quickly at the line of scrimmage. He's actually going to lose one.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to bring out the punt team. Maybe.
3.5 minutes remaining. And the punt team is going to come out on the field for the first time tonight. So loss of 1 for Corbett.
Tyler, you better get out there. There it goes.
Play clock at 12 seconds. They better hurry to try and get this punt away. And they're not going to. They're going to have to take another timeout. And delay of game being called against the Panthers for the second time tonight, as there was a little bit of confusion to try to get the punt unit on the field.
Yeah, they'll just take the penalty.
Bring up 4th and 18. Backs them up back in their own territory. Ball placed at the 47 of Anahuac. Three minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. So Anahuac with 1 timeout remaining. Buna with 2. Looking for a good punt from De La O here. De La O from the 34. Lets it fly, and it is a pretty good punt, as it's going to take an Anahuac bounce and then bounce back the other way and down right at around the 15. Looking for the spot.
That was about a 35-yard punt by Thomas DeLeo.
Thomas able to get about a 35-yard punt inside the 20. They're going to place it at the 17. Yep, 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their own 17 with less than 3 minutes remaining, 2:52 to be exact. Conceivably, the Buna Cougars are going to try and take some shots down the field and try and get down there quickly. As Warsh lets it fly, he's got a man to the far sideline a little bit too hard. And it falls incomplete. His intended target again is Gavin. What was it?
Ooh, you can put me on the spot right now? Okay.
I'm not even going to. I get tongue-tied with it every time. So Terrio.
Pass intended for number 1, Terrio.
Yep,
Yeah.
Terrio. Got it right. 2:46 left on the clock. Marsh looking for a man. He's got him complete at the 20. He's got some room, but there's going to be a holding call here on the near sideline. So that play is going to be erased.
Number 9 had a light hit on that reception from Morse.
Slow to get up.
Evan Whitehead with the reception, but with the hold, that will back Buna back up. 2:36 remaining. It is a hold against Buna. Flag is thrown at the 30. Going to back them up to about the 10. Actually, they're going to place the ball. I was wrong. They're going to place the ball at the 20. So they'll give him 3 on it. 2nd down and 7. Looking to pass is Marsh. He's got a man and over the head of his intended target on the far sideline.
Ball from Marsh to number 14, Condos.
Number 14,
Condos. Okay, I couldn't see the number from here. 2.5 minutes now. will bring up third down. And an important third down for Buna here.
An important third down for Anahuac as well.
It goes both ways.
It's third down. I suspect them probably trying to air it out on this one.
Haven't seen Johnson back on the field yet, as they're going to fake it up the middle. Marsh looking to pass over the middle, intended for that big tight end.
Big Landon Stevens.
It falls incomplete, bringing up fourth down, and the Buna Cougars are going to have no choice here but to go for it. Or at least I thought.
Yeah.
The punting unit is coming on the field. I'm interested. I'm interested in that kind of call. I mean, you're within two possessions. That conceivably you could try and get a first down and get a quick score, and then turn around and try an onside kick again. But
well, I mean, we're so close to the. I mean, if they have a turnover right here, I mean, it gives us an advantage
to score again.
To score again. So it's a coaching call.
They're going to fake it. Close to the first down. But he's going to be brought up short. So little trickeration on Condos, who faked the punt. And the Panthers, that all but puts the nail in the coffin at this point, as the moth keeps flying around.
Fluttering in my face.
Moths, light poles, June bugs. We got it all here at Cougar Stadium. First and 10.
There ain't nowhere else I'd rather be than right here, right now, Trent. I'm fighting the moths and everything else.
First and 10 from the Buna 25. Corbett, the lone back. Hands it to him up the middle. Corbett breaks one outside. He's got the first down and then some. He's got to the near side, tries a spin move, keeps on his feet, and still on his feet. Inside the 5, close to the goal line, is Landon Corbett. Be first and goal, Anahuac. Looking for that 40 points, Kevin.
We're looking for it. We didn't want to say it, but
I know.
We kind of are looking for 40 points.
I thought I spoke too soon earlier, and I mean, it's still, the Buna Cougars have done a great job on the goal line of holding the Panthers. And so under 2 minutes now remaining in the football game.
Let's see what Old Nice comes up with here. I
want to thank the fourth quarter sponsor, Anahuac Florist. 409-267-3875. You can go to AnahuacFlorist.com. Did an awesome job for my wife's 40th birthday yesterday with their flowers.
Oh, she's great.
Pitch to Corbett. Corbett breaks it back inside into the end zone. Touchdown, Anahuac.
We'll take it. There's your 40, Trent.
There's the 40 that we were looking for. So that definitely does it. Now less than a minute and a half remaining. Kind of got on the edge of my seat there for a little while.
I am on the edge of my seat.
I was like, dang, Buna Cougars, had a breath of life in them.
They come out in the second half with a mission, and I mean,
they did. 65. Trying to go down the. I don't have a 65 on the Panther roster. Do you know who that is?
I don't have it either. Let me see. Oh, that's Carlos.
Is it? That's cool. Okay, Carlos gonna.
My man, Carlos Gutierrez. They got him 63 in the roster. Yeah, that's big Carlos right there. Okay. And he got a leg on him.
And he puts it through. Extra point is good for the center, Carlos Gutierrez.
My man.
Hey, giving him a shot. And the Anahuac Panthers, with less than a minute and a half remaining in the ball game, pull even further away, 41-20 over Buna. And we're going to take one more break and be back for the rest of the football game here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. A minute and 23 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Anahuac Panthers leading the Buna Cougars 41-20 on your Porter's Processing scoreboard. Didn't get to the replays too much tonight, but wanted to thank our replay sponsor, Swanky Insurance. Go visit Todd over there on Miller Street in Anahuac for all your insurance needs. Panthers just go up to the line too quickly for me to get them replays off, Kevin.
Well, I'm pumped up still about Carlos kicking that extra point. That got me fired up. I mean,
Cabrera back on for the kick away. As he'll get under it, end over end. Going to be fielded at the 20. Brought out, and another good return for Buna as he gets it across midfield into Panther territory. As we have seen the Buna return team.
And Fernando's the one that made the tackle.
Yep, get some crazy chunk yardage. And Billy Robinson the third on that return that time for the Cougars. Minute 14 now left in the fourth.
Good heads up by by number 20 there.
Some of the extra personnel check in on the defensive side.
That's Tristan Dela-O coming in, little brother, Thomas.
Actually, big brother.
Big brother, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
So Marsh looking to pass, sets his feet, lets it fly, and he's throwing all into coverage. Almost caught.
Almost caught. He put the brakes on and turned and almost had it.
Falls incomplete.
I think the main Brooks
looks like Garrison Connell. Actually, Cheatham. Sorry.
Kyle with Brooks Henneke.
Yeah, was definitely into traffic.
Yeah, he was in traffic.
Talon Cunningham also over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Second down and 10. Hands off up the middle. And the worn down offensive line lets a little bit slip there as the handoff to number 25, Hippler, gets a gain of 6. And up third down and 4 from the 41.
We were under attack, June bug attack.
Yep, June bug attack once again. Marsh faking the handoff, looking to pass. He's got a man wide open, but too much on it.
Thankfully, it was too much on it because he was open.
He was open. Whitehead, the intended target, brings up fourth down for the Cougars. 27 seconds now remaining in the ball game.
Just have to give him Presley Mouton a breather right there.
So fourth down and 4 from the Anahuac 41. And Buna will take another shot downfield here. Fakes the handoff, back to passes Marsh. Sets his feet, lets it fly again. He's got a man, and it's caught inside the 5 is number 1. I'm just not going to say it again.
Terrio. Gavin Terrio.
So Terrio with another huge play, and the Buna Cougars just won't go away, Kevin.
No, they won't, and they're not going to, man. They've come out right. They're ready to play some football tonight.
18 seconds remaining on the game clock. And Buna looks like they're going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here. And like I said, I mean, the Buna Cougars, they came to fight, Kevin. They're not just going to lay down and go in to the end of this football game lightly.
Yeah, and that's respectable for sure.
As some points. Now this particular ball game, points won't matter, but Buna, I predict they will be in that 4th playoff spot out of this district. I don't see how they wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a tough row to hoe going down the stretch. I'm trying to bring it up here.
Checking your email first.
I'm not quite checking the email.
I'm not just picking.
All right, so yeah. So after tonight, I said tough road to hoe. They've got Cleveland, Tarkington next week, followed by Hardin. So there's no reason why they probably won't win those 2 football games. First and goal. Mars passes the end zone. Into it. Touchdown, Buna.
That was Evan Whitehead.
So Whitehead into the end zone for Buna. And even though the game is practically over, kudos to Buna for putting one more into the end zone. 13 seconds. 2-point try coming. Mars scrambling to his right. Over the middle, caught. 2-point conversion is good.
Good old Gavin Terrio again.
And Terrio making a much more respectable ball game. 41-28 now. Anahuac leading with 13 seconds remaining. Again, we'll keep it here. But like I said, you know, Buna's got Tarkington next week, Hardin their final week in week 11. Mm-hmm. And I fully expect for them to take care of both of those football games, which will solidify their spot as number 4 in our district to make the playoffs. But a much better showing this year by the Buna Cougars than they did in 2021. Despite all of the obstacles that they have had to overcome this year, you know, Buna's got a good football team.
Yeah, we talked about them, the athletic director and head coach situation they had going on this year. Yeah, I mean, good group of boys, no doubt.
Definitely athletic, and they're still young, and then, you know, they're going to be an even better football team next year. With Johnson only being a junior, it'll be his senior year next year.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, Landon Stevens, yeah, he's a senior. Okay. Jackson Sylvester, 21.
Yeah, they're still pretty young, and we look at that roster. .13 seconds remaining in the ball game, so after the kickoff, well, they might try to onside it. Who knows?
Hey, I wouldn't put it past them. Why not?
They've already tried it once tonight. Didn't travel the yardage that it needed to.
I'd onside it for it. Yep. Well,
and he did, and he kind of a mishap as it traveled maybe the 3 yards.
Yeah.
13 seconds still remains on the clock as the second team will check in and probably a kneel down for barrier. Invite everybody to stick around for the Coastal Field Services post-game show. We'll make it pretty short and sweet. We'll talk about what happened here tonight a little bit, go over some of the scores that have went final, as this game has kind of bled into late territory. I have got an upset for y'all, and I'm not going to even tell you about it. I'm not even going to tell you about it until the post game. A crazy upset in 5A football.
There. I'm seeing it. I see your screen. I'm not going to say nothing either.
I mean, that is huge.
I'll never be invited to do this again if I
oh
spill
my
the beans.
Word! No, we're going to make everybody stick around for the big upset in 5A football as we've gone final here at Buna, where the Anahuac Panthers improved to 7-2 going into their bye week, beating the Cougars 41-28. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Once again, we've got a big upset score that we want to talk about in the post-game show. So stick around for the Coastal Field Services post-game show after this 1.5-minute break. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swanky Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coastal Field Services post-game show. Trent Hart, Kevin Kelly, and Terry Fortenberry here at Buna, where it has gone final, where the Anahuac Panthers improved to 7-2 going into their bye week, 41-28 over Buna. And Kevin, we talked about it. You know, Buna just would not go away in these final minutes of this football game. So, you know, with that said,
Yeah.
we've already talked about they've got a great football team and a great football program. All the best of luck to them as we fully expect them to make the playoffs.
Sure.
You know, they've definitely fought here tonight, and you know, they're going to do well in the future.
Yeah, the relentless pursuit of the Buna Cougars tonight. I mean, they were there. They weren't going away. They showed up tonight to play football, and it was a good game. I mean, I gave it to them. They played good and hard tonight.
As far as the Anahuac Panthers go, I mean, it looked a little bit like they were getting tired in the second half, but nonetheless got things going in the first half where they really pulled away, you know, getting that point average up just a little bit, getting the 41. Offensively, the running game wasn't quite working for them as much as they probably hoped it would. The Buna Cougars defensive front really contained, closed the holes up, didn't let Landon Corbett break out for the big gains like he normally does.
Yeah, and Landon, not to say that he was contained, he was running hard like we like to see him.
Right.
But the Buna defense, they did for the most part a good, exceptional job kind of containing our run game. So
didn't have the stats for tonight, but pretty sure that Landon probably went over 100 yards rushing on the night. Definitely will be giving an update on all of the updated stats in the pregame show once we see Tarkington in Week 11. As I said, bye week next week. Kind of a slow week for ASL as far as the live streams are concerned, but we'll be posting, you know, our weekly pick'ems for Week 10. We'll also be giving updates from will be going on with volleyball and their bi-district game, which is coming on November 1st in Warren, I do believe. But please stay tuned for all of the updates on all of that. Some scores around the area that have gone final. Katy Tigers taking care of business like they always do against Cinco Ranch, 56-28. Barbers Hill upsetting, in my word, upsetting Kingwood Park and messing up my pick'ems, 42-21. So kudos to Barbers Hill down the road there from us. The big
here we are.
upset.
Here we are.
And I just couldn't believe when I saw it. Baytown Lee beating the Port Arthur Memorial Titans 28-24.
Wow, Baytown Lee.
I mean, coming out of nowhere, beating a ranked team. So I'm sure that there's
they are hyped in Baytown tonight.
They are hyped, and there are some broken hearts in Port Arthur. Port Neches Groves, 52-7 over Santa Fe. Lumberton, of course, 49-7 over Huffman Hargrave. The big game in Hampshire Finette. It has gone final, 35-28 in Silsbee's favor. And I mean, at least I got that one correct over on our Pick'ems page.
I picked Hampshire.
Hardin Jefferson picking up their first district win of the season, 21-7 over Bridge City. West Orange Stark falling to Jasper, 34-14. That's another one that I missed. East Chambers all over Tarkington, 36-14. And in my opinion, another upset across from District 9 3A. Cold Spring beating Diboll 20-19. That must have been a shootout. I can't wait to talk to Craig Irwin to see what happened over there in Cold Spring, which kind of puts Cold Spring in the 3rd position as opposed to the 4th position. Kind of messes things up as far as their the first place goes because Woodville defeated Cold Spring, right? Cold Spring defeats Diboll, and Diboll beat Woodville. So there's some things that are going to be happening in 9-3A and some positioning. Woodville might end up going in as the 1 seed because of it. Columbus beating Yoakum 35-12. The big game over there in Lorena, Franklin shows why they're the number 1 team in the state, 49-35. And Kirbyville beating Hardin 32-12. Woodville taking care of Crockett 44-0. Newton killing, doing what they do, 62-0 over Kuntz, and Lovelady killing Sabine Pass, 62-0. With that, Kevin, the Panthers improving the 7-2, securing their 2nd seed as they go into the playoffs. All they have is 1 regular season game left at home, senior night against Tarkington.
Right.
Can't come in thinking that they're just going to.
They're not going to lay down.
No.
Well, Tarkington's not going to lay down.
No,
for sure.
Tarkington's not going to lay down. They're a passing team. They're going to come in and want to upset the Panthers. They're going to be a lot like Buna and try to come in and fight hard. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, for Kevin Kelly, for Terry Fortenberry, this is Trent Hart reminding you of our final here in Buna, where the Anahuac Panthers are able to beat them 41-28. And be sure to catch us in 2 weeks as we'll be back in Anahuac to face the Tarkington Longhorns.
And like old Coach Dale says, how about them Panthers?
About them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time on Anahuac Sports Live.
See ya.